Welcome to Chortle Games Live. My name is Stephen, and I'm joined by Jeremy and Marcus from 8-Bit Gamesters. Hey, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up?
Jake couldn't be here tonight. He's got something to... Oh, we busted a move? Okay. Jake could not be here tonight. He had something going on. I forgot what it was. But it's okay. We can still do Team Up Tuesday. There's still a few of us. So, sorry, I'm making sure the stream is up and everything. Cool.
You're good.
All right.
I already made sure my camera wasn't muted this time.
Yeah, that's good. That's real good. So, how are you guys doing?
Very good.
Pretty fantastic, actually.
Great. I am more tired than I realized before starting the stream. So,
Oh yeah.
I'm sure that's going to be
I think we've done
communicated
that before, too.
Yeah. Hey, Stowe, what's up? So, I figure what we can do tonight is just do some the Flashpoint and then work on some strikes or something. As far as I
sounds
know,
great.
I mean, there is Iron Banner, but if I'm being honest, I don't want to do Iron Banner. But if you guys want to do Iron Banner, we will do Iron Banner.
No, that's alright.
Fantastic.
I'd rather do a bunch of strikes and stuff, so
Cool.
I feel like I
make
would enjoy that more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you go ahead and grab the bounties. What illness have you gotten, Stowe? And is it contagious? Not that that matters from where I'm standing. Alright, so here's what the Eververse has got this week. Okay. Oh, dang, a fever of 103? Don't die.
Jeez.
Alright, so
103.
101 today, so
Doesn't
it's
seem
dropping.
like it's
That's
changed
good.
much.
Yeah, there's the festival dance, which I do not like. I just...
It's not. It's not anything special. Your back glows and you do a pee dance.
I
It's
love the teamwork dance, though. Love it.
Yes.
I
Oh
need
wait,
to
what's the
get
teamwork
that.
one? I haven't
I'll
seen
show
that.
you. Actually, let me back out and start my stream real quick, and that way
Yeah.
I can go ahead and go through that as well.
Yeah, go through the intro process.
What is it, Stowe?
I'll pay. That's okay. I'll pay. That's okay. I know. You want it done.
That's nice. Yeah, it sucks. I get colds all the time.
That's just crazy though. 103.
Yeah,
Let's do
that's
this.
wild. Alright guys, this is Jeremy and Marcus. This is Jeremy and Marcus with 8-Bit Gamesters. Today we're playing some Density with Stephen over here. The
Morning.
crossword.
The what?
Oh, is that what that says?
Yep. The crossword.
Yes, that's
Holy
me.
crap, I'm dumb. The whole time I thought his name was the Cross Sword.
The crossword.
Wow. Okay.
Well, it depends on how you read it.
I mean, it could be crossword.
It could. Hey, Eververse has the Blacklight Razor, so now I'm not going to be the only one that has it. Also, I'm coming in pretty echoey if you could fix that.
That should be better.
Okay. Yeah, that's the Sparrow that I run. It's still pretty echoey.
There, I got a Sparrow recently, and it was an exotic one. I don't remember the name of it, though, but it looked really cool. It's hard to explain what it looked like, honestly.
I got the jet ski.
Yeah,
I need some theme music.
already discarded the motorcycle one. That just wasn't for me.
Did you? I was just gonna ask if you were gonna get rid of that one.
Yeah, I only got it for the laughs.
For the lulls.
Yep. Can you turn down the echo?
Yeah, I
a
just
little
got
bit?
it.
It's still pretty bad.
Try that. Is that better?
All right. Yeah, I can't hear it. Good.
Cool. Because we can still hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this is the one that I'm running. Easier.
Go over one. That's what I got.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Which one?
Vespi laser.
Yes.
Alright. Whenever you guys are done looking at Eververse, I'm ready to go. So just let me know and I'll take us to IO.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, bud. I was just looking through some random things.
Sure. Whew.
So I got my my model kit today, like all the tools.
Did you?
Oh yeah, I was on my way home and I got a call. And I was like, "Hey, I got this package for you. What'd you get?" And I explained what I got and everything. But I got home and I was like, "Oh no, it's so nice." It comes with like 2 files, like a bunch of mini hand files, and then the snips, of course, 2 pairs of tweezers, and fucking forgot already. Fuck. What does it come with? Shit. Oh, an X-Acto knife. And for those who have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, I recently got into the hobby of Gundam models.
Ooh. Good hobby.
Like, very good hobby. This
Very
shit
good, like, very
awesome.
expensive.
Actually, no.
At points.
At points.
If you want a specific one, it's expensive.
Yeah, well, it's a specific one that costs money because the ones that I got was a it was an anniversary. Well, it wasn't really an anniversary. It was a redo of the original Gundam figure, and that was $13. And then I got the original Gundam Wing figure.
Nice.
For 15. So I got those 2. The Gundam Wing figure is actually from Japan, and then the original just Gundam is Jesus fucking Christ, and the original Gundam is just from Illinois. So there's that at least. So that's gonna be fun. I recently the first one I got was oh shit, 00 Gundam Wing.
Yes. Like Gundam
you know what I'm
00.
talking about. Okay, cool.
Exia?
00 Riser. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it actually comes with all the little like red pieces to turn into the riser sword and all that. So it's a pretty cool fig.
Yeah, I've always wanted to get at least one Gundam model because I've never gotten one. And if I did,
tell you, man, do it.
I need to get one that's just Dynamez from 00, the Sniper Gundam. That is the coolest Gundam. Fight me.
If you go on Amazon and just type Gundam model or like Gundam fig, you'll find like a ton of stuff. Jeremy has the original Death Scythe Hell. I was on Amazon looking at the price for it. $950.
I have almost all the original, like the Gundam Wing.
Jeez, Gundam Wing was the best Gundam. Like series, not just yeah.
What was the movie you were talking about?
Endless Waltz, yeah.
Endless Waltz.
Oh, Endless Waltz was my jam.
It's if Marcus has never watched Gundam Wing or any of the Gundam.
I've never watched Gundam, but I've always been fascinated with what the characters look like.
So we're gonna have a marathon.
Wing is the best one because it feels like it matters. Because like in 00, I love 00 and it's got great action. But like the Gundams lose limbs and everything like every single episode, but it's fine. They just get them back. But in Wing, it's like when a Gundam they stay damaged. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Through the entire series, like there's I can't remember the one he carried the double scythes.
Yeah,
his Gundam
Sandrock.
Completely got demolished.
Yeah, Catra's. Catra was my favorite. He was awesome.
Yeah, he was extremely dramatic at points, but it was still like. It was necessary drama, if that makes sense.
I liked how, like, as a side character, that he was still able to like pilot Wing or something. Didn't he have like the heightened piloting computer or something like that? I thought that was cool. Yeah. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute since I watched it, but I watched it all on YouTube.
Oh wow, I watched it like when it was on Toonami.
I did too. But like, that's when I was really young. I watched it with my oldest brother, and then
I forget that I'm older than you.
Yeah, you're significantly
you're older, Stephen?
Hey, Vlad.
He's 24.
Oh, really?
Yep. And Stowe is asking for a giant crossover episode between Chortle Games, 8-Bit Gamesters and Friendly Fire games, that would not blend.
No?
Well, it depends on who we get from Friendly Fire games. Honestly, I could totally see us doing that for The Division 2, because Andrew's going to be super into that game.
Oh, yes, sir.
Have you
I
met
think Mike's going to want to stream with us, too.
Yeah. Have you met my brother, Jeremy?
No, I don't think I have.
Okay, yeah, he
Cool as fuck.
The ship's here.
Yep, I'm shooting it. Well, he plays Division, or played Division, and Division 2 is his next big purchase.
Yeah, I'm excited for Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, you pre-ordered that, didn't you?
I did pre-order it, yeah.
Yep.
I will be doing some sort of play with it. I don't know if I'm going to do a full playthrough, but
We could do like a little series of it
I'll
if you
probably
feel
do a
like
series, yeah.
Full playthrough of that wouldn't be nearly as bad as something like Witcher 3 or something. Doing a full playthrough of Witcher 3 would take a hot minute. Well, it would and it wouldn't. If we're doing 100%, oh boy. But if we're just doing like a playthrough of the main story and that's it, then it wouldn't be nearly as bad. Damn, fuck him up.
I love Sentinel.
Dude, Sentinel's the bomb. Hello.
And there's Stephen with...
Steven comes in
Get
with
that Dawn
fucking-
Blade.
Sentinel's the best. I wish that was the noise instead of like an eagle screeching. Just like Cade 6 going. Nathan Fillion.
Rip headphone users.
Yeah,
Yep.
and Rip Cade 6.
It always happens at
No.
least once in our streams.
That's the prequel to Cade 6.
How'd you know?
Since it hasn't happened yet. Well, it technically has, but hasn't. That's very weird.
No, it hasn't
Not that
happened
everybody
yet.
knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
September 4th, everyone's going to launch Destiny, and Cade's not going to be in the tower, and it's going to be a darker world because of it.
They're gonna be like, oh, I gotta go to Cade. Aww.
I still don't know what
I
they're
can
going
get
to do
Cade's treasure
for...
map. Oh.
The Cade's treasure maps are going away completely, and we don't know
Yeah.
who's going to be in charge of Flashpoints or the Hunter Vanguard.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question.
Yep. Although interesting
Holy F.
in the lore, the Hunters, none of them actually want to be the Vanguard because that means being stuck in the tower.
Oh wow.
Oh hey Hayes, can you turn down the echo again? I know I'm being extra, but it's really throwing me off. I will play it for more than a week, Vlad. Maybe 2 weeks. But no, can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet. Okay. But none of the hunters want to be the Vanguard, so they have what's called the dare. I think it's either the dare or the bet. And whatever the conditions are, if a hunter fails, they become the Vanguard. So Cade, the guy before him, died, and somehow that fulfilled the bet for Cade, so Cade became the Vanguard. And he's hated it ever since.
Where do you find all the lore at? Do you look it up?
There's a guy on YouTube named My Name is Byf, BYF. He's really good at this. He does videos on all the individual lore bits. He did a video that was one of my favorites where he told the story of Destiny from finding the Traveler on Mars all the way to the beginning of Destiny 2. That was like an hour and a half.
That's awesome. Like,
yeah.
that's my biggest problem with Destiny is the fact that nothing is explained really.
This game does better.
Yes, absolutely.
But there's a lot of really cool stories that aren't told on the forefront. Apparently, there's one story that Byf told that he said it was his favorite silly story, but apparently in the codex or whatever the lore was called, Cade and Shaxx being the guy in charge of the Crucible, had a bet,
Right.
and Shaxx lost. And
Oh, wow.
a part of the terms was that Cade got to do what Shaxx did for a day, so Cade was in charge of the Crucible, and if Shaxx lost, he had to enter a group of kids into a dodgeball tournament. I am not making this up. And he had to train them to try to win the dodgeball tournament. And it like reading the cards, the grimoire, that's what it was called, the grimoire. No, Vlad, if he does a very good job of it, and I'm not gonna wonder if he did, because if he did, then oh well, I still enjoy it. But there's a part in the grimoire where Shax is trying to teach these kids, and then another one shows that they lost the tournament, and so the Shax says something along the lines of, well, defeat is in and of itself a type of victory, because you learn to win the next time. And so one of the kids says to him, so what you're saying is that we kind of won. And then he goes, no, you were annihilated.
Could you just imagine him actually training children to be good at dodgeball? Like, there's these random kids from the city, and this big-ass guardian comes up with a horn sticking out of his head. Hello, children. Today we defeat our enemies. And they're just like...
I just love the fact that even all these thousands of years in the future, in the last civilization of humanity, dodgeball still exists. That's dodgeball the best part. Yes.
Holy shit, dude. I wonder how... Does it actually say how far into the future this is?
Somewhere. I do know that, like, the Exodus Black, though, the ship on Nessus, was a ship sent to, it was like an exploratory vessel that was trying to find civilization elsewhere or something, and it had been there for, I think, a couple thousand years or several hundred years or something like that, so it's pretty far.
Yeah. I'd imagine it's a couple thousand years, yeah, at least.
Yeah, we still fire bullets. What'd you forget to do?
Get,
strike bounties?
Bounties, that's what those are called.
We will go back to the tower before that, once we finish the flashpoint.
Okay.
I hate those fuckers so much.
So, Hayes is in the chat is saying that there's no wonder I like this game so much, because it has dodgeball in it.
It's the only reason.
Only reason.
Hey, welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Oh my god, could you imagine? Just like, you know what? More so than Shax, I just want to see like Zavala playing dodgeball.
It'd be unfair.
Noble adversaries. Ah! This gets hit in the face with a dodgeball by like some 13-year-old asshole.
The way they write Zavala in this game, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that, because they make him a complete moron in this game. Like, he doesn't have any good triumphant moments, and like every single time he says something, later on it's like, oh yeah, Zavala was wrong. If he did that, then we'd all be dead. Like, that's happened like 3 times.
Well, I'm sitting there thinking like, like in the beginning of the game, it's like, this town, or what does he say? This city will not fall. City literally gets blown up.
Yep.
Normally I'd say Chortle Games is better.
Thanks, Vlad.
Aww.
Oh, is Vlad over there? Vlad, come home!
Yeah, Vlad came over.
Vlad, come home.
Someone came home. Unless it's just a glitch, but, no, yeah, Zavala, here's the thing. As far as characters go, Destiny 2 has some absolute gems and some absolute, like, I wanna fucking die.
Turds, yeah.
Well, Hawthorne, wanna fucking die. I hate Hawthorne.
Me too.
Yeah.
You can't go get your light back, we're all gonna die, even though you already kind of proved that you're a badass.
And the part that I hate about Hawthorne the most, probably, is the fact that she is... The game uses Zavala, like, bringing her and Cade both down to lift her up, and it's like, why? We don't need her,
Exactly.
We need Zavala and Cade!
Yeah, exactly, like... And then Hawthorne has just this disdain for the city, like, I left the city and all that and the other, and fucking Guardians are bullshit, like... Okay, Hawthorne, sorry that you didn't get cool space magic. Like, chill out.
Yeah, she's just jealous.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
all it is.
Jeremy, run perimeter. I'm gonna go integrate.
Shit, Tango 6'9", 4-1 whiskey Oscar Mike. Jesus.
Play a game with
I just
me
said.
a few times. You'll learn something.
Fucking, all I hear is Jeremy run perimeter. I'm like, oh fuck, shit just got serious.
That's because this event requires coordination and no one ever shows up to do it.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about, where you have to stand on the spires and no one's watching the integrated care of beings or what Bex. That's what the word I was looking for.
I am a tank. I have 9 resilience now.
Oh fuck.
Good lord, Jeremy. What's your recovery at?
I have 5 recovery.
You're a tank, and I'm not so squishy anymore because now I'm at like 8 recovery.
I'm at 354 now.
So how are you guys in the chat doing tonight? Oh, we will have a new game to play on Thursday, and I'm really excited about it.
And what game would that be?
Phantom Doctrine.
What is that?
Exactly. Like
I thought you played that earlier.
I played it earlier today, but I was just playing it to try it to see if it was stream worthy. It is XCOM if it was Cold War Spies.
Oh my gosh, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah,
Sounds dope.
It's really cool. It's a really deep game to the point where I played it for 40 minutes and I barely have any idea what was going on. But oh man, there's so many cool things there. Like you create your own conspiracy theory wall where you've got the pictures and the thread connecting them.
I'm a huge conspiracy theory guy, so I'm already sold. That's all you had to say. Buying the game, 10 out of 10 IGN. Like,
well, we're going to be playing that. That's going to be our attempt at a new XCOM. How's school going for you guys? In the chat.
How's school going? I wouldn't know. I dropped out.
Oh, what a badass.
Oh, I love the sassiness in his voice there. Oh, what a badass.
Jeremy, can you go check the other spire while I'm on this one? And then once you do that, come integrate with this one because we're not going to have enough time.
Yes, there's the other spire.
Alright, I don't know if it fully integrated. I started moving before I was sure. But if you can't find it, then come to where I am as quickly as you can. We're not going to make this thing heroic, I don't think. Stand on this spire with me.
Look for the little white beams. Where's the white beam headed?
Yeah, there's only one.
Oh, so that's it.
We have about 20 seconds.
Oh boy.
Revive me, I'm right behind you.
I was trying to pop a shield.
Yeah, we failed heroic. It's just regular now. Stowe, I will make that happen. I will absolutely make that happen. Stowe, in our XCOM playthrough, his character's nickname was Dick Kickham. And he asked for a Soviet version of Dick Kickham.
Let me think about that.
No, don't start patrol. Oh my god.
What about Dick Mitri Kickamere?
No. No. Thanks, though.
Wait, I got this. Hold on. Hold the phone. I'm a genius.
I do so love the sound of a spire falling.
Besides, I'm playing a CIA, so I think you actually can choose between CIA or KGB.
That's super cool, though. Like, I'd probably choose KGB all the time, honestly. KGB were badass.
Alright, let's check.
Okay. Oh, hello?
Hey, go get that kill bounty. Patrol, whatever.
Protect.
Which patrol?
It's the one with the X in the diamonds in the shape of an X. It's nearby. I saw it before I fast traveled.
All right. God. So dick in Russian is literally just D. It's D-I-K. Or, well, it's not D-I-K. It's their weird hieroglyphics that they have. So, let's see. Shit. Digudar. That would mean dick kick.
What a nice land.
Yeah, he can be paired with his spy wife Das Vajanya.
Yes.
Oh my fucking god!
All the yes, Steve.
I'm proud of that one.
Fuck, that was good.
Thank you.
Das Vajanya. Holy shit, that's awesome.
Hayes is saying that he would only ever choose KGB if you could play as Vladimir Putin. He used to be a part of it. I just realized that might be why he hates the U.S.
Oh, seriously, he was KGB?
I didn't know that.
Me neither, that's crazy.
Makes sense.
I mean, it does make sense as to why he would hate the U.S. or anyone that was opposing them during the 60s and 50s.
Alright, Jeremy, make your way towards this event that I'm at.
I'm on board. I got that Flashpoint. I got Jesus, the combat mission. Patrol. I can't English today. Das Vajanya.
Das Vajanya, bitches.
Yeah, let that one simmer. It gets better the more you think about it.
Need us to shoot some time travel
It really does.
It's still funny.
We got you covered. Guardian down.
Oh god, I didn't realize. Rocket ship.
Where is this ship? There you are.
Das Vajanya. Oh, Steven, that's some of your finest work there.
That is
Class A.
that's
God, I wish I
highlight
was
reel
good
right
at
there. That's play of the game.
That is play of the game worthy, absolutely. Insert Overwatch music.
Have you guys seen that video of you know, The Room? That awful
Yes,
movie.
That's the best movie in the entire fucking world.
There's a video of him getting play of the game by knocking over all of the furniture in the room in that last scene. And so, like, whenever he, like, knocks over a candlestick or something, it's like, candlestick plus 10. It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Tear me apart, Lisa!
Pulverized,
Look at this new
Commander?
dynamite.
Yes. How'd you know? From the unbearable Russian.
Alright, how are we doing on Flashpoint? Let's see.
What is this? Care to introduce me to your new friend, Jeremy?
Oh, the Icolos HC V101.
Yeah, Vlad, I don't know much about any kind of Russian history, so anything about Vladimir Putin comes as a surprise to me.
Yeah. Same here.
Stop. Hey. Thank you.
Wow. Hayes says that he watched a documentary on it. Even the guy who appointed him said he would never have guessed he would be that awful.
Oh my gosh.
Yikes.
Das Vajanya. Oh my fucking lord. Please change your name to that.
No.
Okay. It was worth it.
Hard pass on that. It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
J Remy 22 hot trot taters on Das Vajanya. Fuck, I want to change my name to that now, but I like mine. The pistol? Wait, have you never used it before?
No, I just got those on. He keeps putting his shield towards me. I can't hit him.
Hayes said he'd do it for $20.
Who?
Referring to changing your name? Well, I guess. I hope not. I
I
feel
was
bad
about
for
to say,
you.
do what for 20 bucks, buddy?
Yeah. Vlad says, I like that meme where they replaced Putin playing the piano with the Doki Doki theme. It just makes Putin adorable.
No, my favorite one's where they do this. It's the same video, but like they do it with that. Jeremy probably knows the song where it's like it's a rap song, and it starts off with "Guess who's back" or whatever.
Yeah, I
And
know
it's
the
like
one you're
that
talking
piano's
about. I
like,
just don't know
dun.
what it's called.
Oh fuck! It starts out with piano. It's like dun 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 dun.
All right, Hayes, get on that and show me the paperwork. I'll pay you the $20. He says $20 is $20, man. That's true.
This is yeah. $20 is 1/5 of 100. So.
I lost Steven.
Steven, where are you?
I'm at the next event. I don't know where that is. I never come to IO.
I never like who honestly goes to IO. It's like, hey, you want to play Destiny? Yeah, what do you want to do? Go to IO. No one ever does that.
I guarantee that's why they were like, hey, let's put the Flashpoint there.
Flashpoint comes here a lot.
That's
why
why.
I don't.
Because everybody's like, fuck this place.
I don't know if the Taken were put here, and that's what makes IO so bad, or if IO was bad and they just happen to have the Taken here, which are the worst enemy type. I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg. That's the question. But
the chicken or the egg.
Well, technically the rooster did, but
haha.
Actually,
the rooster came first.
Well,
let's
chickens can lay eggs without a
marinade.
rooster, though. They're just not fertilized.
Well,
But if we're talking fertilized eggs, the rooster did come first.
There was a Russian Superman. Are you referring to Red Sun?
That's a fucking thing.
Yeah, wasn't that Superman Red Sun? Where he, instead of landing with the Kents, he landed somewhere in the Soviet Union.
Oh, fuck, yeah, that's right.
And then there was a Nazi Batman. Didn't know about that.
Holy fuck. I didn't know about the Batman. I knew about the Superman. That's right. Could you let it go down with this?
make another drink.
Oh, yeah.
There's an HVT somewhere around here.
Huge. Let's stop.
And remember to collect all the planetary resource you find, because it's about to become real important.
I have been. I just used all my tokens.
Yep.
They're getting rid of all the tokens.
Really?
Yeah, they're just getting rid of it.
Huh.
Planetary resources are going to be...
They will be rewarding you with planetary resources for everything that you previously rewarded you with tokens, so that's better.
Oh,
I was going to say, they're probably going to have like a crossover for it.
Yeah, it's still going to be like a really slow start for people though, upgrading things, because it's going to be like a fresh start for everybody.
I love this sniper too.
What sniper is that?
You remember what to do.
It's a legendary.
Oh, I know that one. I just don't know what it's called
Widow's
and
Bite.
never use it. Yeah, that one.
Widow's Bite.
All right,
It's
Taken Blight.
$3.59. That's the only reason why I have it.
Let's make these Taken pay.
Remember how to make this one heroic?
What are we doing? Oh, shit.
Do you know how to make that heroic?
No.
Steven, explain it to me real quick. I have to go.
Walk into this ball thing, and then you're going to walk out, and then you can shoot the big blight. But then you have to keep going back in because you get a temporary buff.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I did a whole lot. Yeah, it's all
working
good.
on it.
I threw a grenade and it missed. So.
Yep.
Oh well. I just got bizzled, so.
You know a lot about Superman
I
there,
know.
Stowe.
Superman sucks. Batman's amazing. But
Who was I talking to that would say the exact opposite? Shit.
I have a lot of people that have argued with me about Superman. I'm like, you know, I respect him as a character. He has good lore, whatever. But I mean, he was born with powers. Like, there's not.
I like Superman. Batman is better in my opinion, but Superman is, when done correctly, a great character. Because when you focus on a lot of the ramifications of his powers, like the fact that he hears all of the suffering of the world and has to choose when and when not to intervene.
That kind of sucks because he can't be everywhere at once.
But that kind of stuff with Superman is like really interesting to me, and doesn't get explored enough. Oh, dude, Dr. Fate's great. Didn't know that about you. Still
Dr.
good to
Fate's
know.
a fucking boss. Holy F.
Oh my god. Alright.
Nice. Ran that bitch. Bam, 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 bam. Fizzled. Bopped. Chili time, boys.
Yep, melt him.
Fucking Jeremy walking in with the Gatling gun again.
Yep.
Good job.
Fucking love that thing so much.
That thing's cool as shit.
Another day, another taken champion defeated.
Told him about when we were doing that strike the other day, and I was just walking down the hallway, and you could hear.
Yeah, I heard the pitter patter of the Gatling gun fading down the hallway, and I was like, well, Jeremy's on the move. Hayes, no, I have not heard about a reboot of Moon Knight. Tell me, because I need to hear about that.
Sounds amazing.
I
That sounds like a great idea.
I never read any Moon Knight comics, but I always thought he was really cool and interesting. I take that back. I did read one Moon Knight comic where he was fighting this guy that was way bigger than him. Thanks, Jeremy. And I had a shot lined up. It was the perfect shot. You wouldn't believe how good that shot was gonna be, and then got jet skied off the cliff. But the Moon Knight was fighting a guy that was way bigger than him, and he ended up like breaking both of his legs or something, and they fell out a window, and Moon Knight just kept fighting to the point where he eventually killed the guy, then cut off his face, and then raised it in the sky and was like yelling for Khonshu. And that was my first Moon Knight comic that I read, and I was like, oh my god.
He's being like really fucking cute and like holding my arm in his mouth. He was like,
Did we mean to get this this assassination patrol?
Nope.
Oh.
I think my favorite character of all time out of like DC and or Marvel has to be Ghost Rider, hands down.
Yep.
Ghost Rider's my favorite character of all time.
I lost Steven again.
Unpopular opinion. I like the Nicolas Cage movie.
Oh no! Actually, I don't.
He's retarded.
I don't feel that strongly about the Nicolas Cage movies.
I don't love it.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Yeah.
But
Hayes.
I won't say that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you good.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. I won't say that his like if you give me that versus the Man of Steel movie or like.
Never watched it.
You never saw Man of Steel? Hello.
I cannot stand Superman because of how hard people fanboy for him. Which I understand, like people do the same for Batman, but like I don't know, Superman fans seem to be more like asshole-ish about it.
Yeah, they are absolutely.
He's like, well, he's the Man of Steel, like he's invincible, and I was like, that's the point. Like he's vulnerable to a rock.
Yeah,
that's like the only vulnerability that he has. Like,
well, if I don't know if you remember, there was a I think it was I don't know if it's hey, that's enough. So anyway, now I can hear myself fucking breathe. There was a time where Superman was literally just like unkillable. Like even kryptonite did not affect him. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, like kryptonite did not affect him.
Hayes, that's what I always thought was interesting about Moon Knight was the fact that he had the multiple personalities. I'm familiar with the surface level stuff, like that. You know, he was a mercenary, and then he became the avatar of Khonshu, the Egyptian god of the moon, all that kind of stuff. And yes, Stowe, I would totally watch a Dr. Fate movie. That would be awesome. And I think Superman can be relatable. But I mean, he's hard to write in a movie to where it's like he has something to overcome because it's Superman. What's he gonna have trouble overcoming?
Yeah.
But when you focus on his humanity and like the vulnerabilities that he does have in those that aren't super like he is, then you've got an interesting story on your hands.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like every other superhero, like Spider-Man for example, he had to overcome fucking being like an immature high schooler and losing his uncle like right in front of him, and he could have done something about it, but he didn't. You know, so he's got to like forgive himself and then work on. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna cut a rug real quick. Oh no.
He's fighting against Khonshu in this, and he changed out his costume for white suit and regular mask.
Dance
Oh,
moves
okay.
are so sick they killed me.
So that's what that's from, Hayes. Okay, I think I've seen that one where it's like him in the white suit, the face mask, all that stuff. Because I think that was a costume in Marvel Heroes.
That's Solstice.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know what run that's called? Was that a part of the Marvel Now reboot, or is that something else? Because I would totally look into that, Hayes. Just let me know what the run was called, and I'll see if I can find it.
You can't change it from white and gold.
That's fine by me. I like that color combo.
Oh, that dude is too.
Hello, how you doing? He only got his hood though? He didn't get the rest of his armor like that?
That's raid armor. The hood is, anyway, I think.
Is it?
It looks like it. Oh, Vlad, I updated my look. Do I still look dumb?
He says as he eats virtual popcorn.
Thanks, Hayes.
Wait, no. Oh, I was gonna hit you with a bat.
Pew, 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 pew.
Oh my god!
Oh no, what have I done?
Time.
Oh my god, no! You knucklehead.
It's so perfectly timed.
Again? That blasted rock-shaking, concentration-shattering machinery.
Vlad says all the characters look dumb. Well,
how do you lose a vape? Oh shit! Is it in the kitchen? Just fight people? Alright, this dude's gonna get the fucking sauce.
What a nice lander.
Oh, well, he left. Okay. Well, are we doing this event here? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, dude.
Take it far, far away from me.
This is that event with the boomy sticks. I don't like this one. Them boom boom. Boom boom.
Oh, this one's
logs. Oh, no, dude, it's a super easy one. My least favorite one is that, the one where, like, the dome comes down or whatever. With
Yep.
The giant machine with the ball. I fucking
injection
hate that
rig.
one.
The injection rig.
Yes, fuck that one.
Yeah, nobody likes that one.
Fucking stupid.
Oh, well, that's stupid.
That is, too. It's like it targeted you.
That's loading.
It's like...
No, it goes around the circle. So it'll go there and then it'll go...
Oh, I see. Okay. I didn't know that actually had a pattern. Interesting.
Nope, I'm a dirty pirate hooker.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
Watch out, you got a missile coming on top of you.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm looking for the...
Ship's coming.
Alright, boys, I'll melt it.
Oh, fuck.
It did.
One more ship they won't see.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
This video says...
Wow.
Oh my god.
How many supers did he get hit with?
Pretty sure like 4.
At least 4.
Hey, we finished the Flashpoint.
Yes.
Da, 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 da.
Asher, guess what we did?
All right.
What's that? What is the
Pandemonium among the cabal, detonated
shit.
vehicles, pulverized the commander. Yes. How'd you know? From the unbearable
Is
racket.
the fire red, leaf green Pokemon, like, you leveled up, or like your Pokemon leveled up or whatever, or not leveled up, evolved or something. You did something fucking significant. Congratulations. Here's some music. Like that's
It's like
the
you
premise.
won a battle. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I think. All right, we gotta kill Vex
I'm
here.
so sick and tired of seeing girls, females on internet dating apps saying good vibes only. No shit, that's all anybody wants. Like fucking.
I want to see somebody say bad back on me. Oh,
And they're like, thank you.
I will look that up tonight,
Yeah.
Hayes. Thank you.
YOLO. What?
Good lord, Jeremy.
Whoop. Hey, it was just a grenade.
Oh,
Just
just a
explosives.
grenade. That was just 4 lives you ended with just a grenade.
Well, he shouldn't have been standing there. How about that?
That's right.
They shouldn't have all been bunched together anyway. That's their fault.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to find us one last patrol so we can get that challenge done. And then we can leave.
Okay.
Oh, found a kill patrol. You know, Stowe, I haven't actually watched the Doom Eternal gameplay yet, but I would love to hear your thoughts. And that is another thing I will look up tonight.
Intelligence indicates that enemy
But I
forces
never
are moving.
played... I was never big into Doom. I really wanted to get the new one, but I just haven't justified the purchase yet. So I haven't played the new Doom, aside from the demo.
Well, we should have played it when I was up there.
The new Doom is so much fun.
It looked
It's-
really fun.
It's fun, but it's not. It doesn't feel like old Doom to me.
You mean like fucking Pixel Doom?
Yes.
Well, of course
Well,
not.
that's the best Doom.
I saw you try again, Jeremy. I saw that.
What? Try again? What you talking about?
You know what you did.
No, I didn't try to launch you off. I really didn't. I just hopped off.
Okay.
Okay. He said as he didn't believe me.
Okay.
Well, I've been burned before. Literally 7 minutes ago.
Nah, I got you, fan.
Fucking rams him off a cliff again.
No. It was only funny that one time because you were just standing perfectly still.
Interesting. So apparently, according to Stowe, in the new Doom Eternal gameplay, Doom guy has Predator-style weapons.
Ooh.
Interesting.
That's really cool.
Like the movie Predator?
I assume that's what he means.
I would assume that instead of like a sexual predator. 'Cause that was-
He just like whips a dildo out of his fucking like armor. He's like, huzzah! And like fucking just flops around.
Why is
Yeah.
that the first thing you go to?
That's what I was gonna go with like a handgun or something like a normal person, but
Well, you said
there's a
it's,
fucking dildo.
well, he's a sexual predator.
I was gonna
so
say, like,
it's a sexual predator.
Candy or something, but damn.
Oh,
Ah, that's a good point.
sweet talk. It's a candy gun.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so close to getting an Ingram right now.
We'll get you that Ingram.
Oh, there it is.
Vex us.
Fred Ingram or
Taken can take us down.
Nice.
give me Grant Vicksburg, the assholes.
That's the chest you need, right?
Which I think literally just some ornament.
Yeah. I don't need it.
Let me check.
I don't need it.
Are you talking about the ones from not E3, Comic Con, Hayes? Because I did watch those, and that Shazam trailer looks awesome.
It's kind of weird how he looks though. His muscles are completely fake.
Yeah, he looks like a guy in a muscle suit. But
wait, what?
The dude that's playing Shazam.
I think that's kind of part of the point, though.
Yeah.
There was definitely a better way to do it, probably. A very well constructed.
Yeah, like
sentence.
actually bulk up.
Yeah, but like part of the character of Shazam is the ridiculousness, though. How he he is like a kid in a guy. Yeah, and so if there was a character to have the fake-looking muscles on, it would be him. I guess. Okay.
I'm glad nobody's watching our stream right now.
Oh, they will later, I'm sure. They'll like pull it up. Oh, wow, they streamed earlier, and then they'll just like get halfway through to now at 48 minutes, and they're like, I'm done.
Hayes, that was the Comic-Con trailer. I watched both. Aquaman looked really pretty, like the effects and everything. Like the underwater battles looked really cool and stuff, but I just still don't know how I feel about Momoa as Aquaman.
Where is he?
So Shazam, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't know who that was, Vlad. He's the guy in the red suit with the yellow lightning bolt on his chest. He yells Shazam, and then lightning bolts come down, and it's this whole thing. He's not as popularized as your Supermans and Batmans.
No, but there was a scene in I think it was Young Justice, or yeah, it had to have been, that it was really fucking cool. It's when they find out that Shazam's actually like a 13-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And they're like, who the fuck said you could join? And he's like, well, I don't look like a 13-year-old kid. And they're like, yeah, but you're immature. And he's like, and Batman goes off on a tangent like, hey, fuck you guys, he's awesome. And, no, seriously. And Wonder Woman's like, what? So you can take another kid and make him just like you? And he goes, no, so he can be the opposite of me, or something like that. And I was like, yeah, you show her. She a bitch. Like I was so happy.
Hey, Vortex. So it was like
fuck
a
you, Wonder Woman. Like
it was like a Kratos moment. I don't need you to be sorry. I need you to be better. That whole kind of thing.
Yeah.
I love Young Justice. It's so good.
It really is, and I'm glad they're bringing it back.
I loved the scene that he had in Injustice.
Which one?
The actual cutscene that he was like a part of.
Batman?
No.
Wait, what?
Shazam.
Dude, it's been so long since I played that story.
The one between him and Superman?
Yes.
Oh man, too soon.
Where Superman picks him up and then like forces him to say Shazam. Turns him into a little kid.
I don't remember that.
It's hardcore as fuck. Like it was brutal.
Doesn't he laser eye lobotomize him?
To do it. What's that?
Doesn't he laser eye lobotomize him or something?
Yeah.
God.
He like melts his face.
Shazam?
Yeah.
As a kid?
That's a kid.
Holy fuck!
He like forces him to become the kid. Lightning strikes him, he becomes a kid again, and he just goes like,
Vlad says, Shazam just makes me think of Big Bang Theory. I don't like Shazam. I think you might be thinking of Bazinga.
Yeah, that's Bazinga.
But still, if something made me think of Big Bang Theory, I wouldn't like it either.
Yep, I'm with you there on that, Steven.
Alright, I swear to God. This bitch gives me another ghost.
Big Bang Theory is really just like, hey, let's have 3 scientists and a failed actress make fun of an autistic kid. Like, it's not...
Hey, you got Raging Lepus.
Professor Lepus! Show me how to defeat the Dementors!
It's just an ornament, though. So...
Yeah, just don't get your Raging Lupus too close to me, okay? Hey, I just got sweet business for the 6th time.
Oh, I got a new autograph.
So what are our thoughts on Season 3 of Young Justice? Have you guys seen the trailer yet? I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
I'm worried it's going to be too crowded. But I'm still excited.
Huh? Ooh.
It's the new one on this guy.
That's fucking awesome. What does the masterwork do? This weapon generates orbs on multi-kills. That could be useful.
10 reload speed.
Is that good? Hey, but that could be good for your solstice stuff.
This one.
Oh, it does better.
Creates orbs too.
Oh, it does. Okay.
And those are just special ones.
Alright, be sure to get your bounties.
Yes, I will not forget this time.
Good. Sorry, guys. I see you guys are messaging in the chat, but my iPad's lagging, so give it a sec.
I guess we're going to do strikes now.
Yep. And I'm going to dismantle my Solstice armor on live air. And I don't even care. And look, they even have the completed
I'm actually
objectives.
working towards the solstice armor, believe it or not.
Well, by the time you get it, it'll be obsolete.
I'm sure, honestly, but I have nothing else to do in this game, so.
Okay. A lot of messages. Hayes, they're bringing back Young Justice. It's going to be on the DC streaming platform. I think it comes out this fall. No Vortex. This is not Brodie. This is Marcus and Jeremy from 8-Bit Gamesters.
Hello.
Hey.
Vortex says, "Is that Brodie? He's my third favorite character. third favorite Chortle Games character."
Oh, we love Brodie over here too.
And
Yeah.
Vlad asked, "Is Stephen the fourth?" Thanks, Dick.
Ow.
Wow.
I'm your favorite, and you know it.
Oh, I didn't talk to Cade yet.
Do it before he's dead.
Did you talk to Cade?
Yeah, I got sweet business for the 6th time.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Took me
Forever.
3 weeks to get.
To be honest, it's the exotic you really wanted. Considering that it took you like 2-3 weeks to get it, that's not bad.
I mean, I started the game 2 or 3 weeks ago, so it's not
Yeah.
terrible.
So you got it in just time. Darcy! Holy fuck, that sniper's awesome! Okay, I'm sorry. I have that and I use it and I love it.
Darcy's really good.
I fucking love using
But
Darcy.
I have sweet business.
Want to take a look,
That's so true. Whenever you see an exotic weapon, it's just, but sweet business. I have sweet business.
But sweet.
I won't ever use it. That's the thing.
Well, then dismantle it for something better.
I mean, I'll keep it.
I'm actually working on the masterwork for that right now.
It's a 361, so.
It's not bad.
Oh boy.
Alright, hold on, guys. I'm trying to get the chat back up.
With Forsaken, are they doing the ability to have any weapon in any weapon slot?
Yeah, that's actually coming the week before Forsaken, so August 28th.
Oh, sweet.
Alright. Steven is the first one I met, so I guess that's fair for him to be number one, says Vortex. I was talking to Vlad when I said that I was his number one. But okay, we need some Chortle Games trading cards. That'd be cool.
That would be fucking rad.
Oh, I almost just dismantled it.
Hayes says they aren't
you
real
did.
people. Steven's my favorite. Thank you.
Hello?
Oh. Alright, you ready for strikes, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Dude, he about to shit himself. Did you see that?
My dogs are fighting. I'm sorry.
When I was growling, I smacked the ground, and Fry was like, "Oh god."
Nice shooting out there.
Can you get out on my face and lay down somewhere, buddy?
Use it. Yeah, let me store a few things first, and then.
You good? Oh my god, iPad, just get chat. Come on. Whatever, you're fired. Aw. Steven is the normal guy, Jake is like the guy who's funny and does stupid stuff, and Brodie is the Raven of Chortle Gang. What's Miles, then, Vortex? Hayes says, Jake's my favorite character, Steven's my favorite person. Aw. Batman the Animated Series is from the 90s, as in a large part of my childhood. Yes. Stowe, I have watched it. Love it. That's Batman is Kevin Conroy. That is the only Batman to me. Like those people. Michael Keaton, fine. He played Batman, but Kevin Conroy is Batman. I will fight for that opinion.
I agree with the opinion that he is the definitive voice and face of Batman, I guess. But as far as like a live action full length movie, I guess you'd say.
Of course.
I love Michael Keaton.
But like you cannot beat Kevin Conroy's Batman. If you have the option for it to be Kevin Conroy, you make it Kevin Conroy. Yes.
Oh,
just
10,
like
10
everyone,
out of 10, yeah.
That's just like everyone praises.
Oh God.
Jesus fuck. That's just like everyone praises the Heath Ledger Joker, but Mark Hamill Joker is the Joker.
Best Joker. Yep. Vlad says Miles is pretty great just because of that one E3 stream. Which one was that?
Joker?
And Crazy Joker.
Crazy Joker.
That's right. That's
Miles is like the cyborg of the Chortle gang, I guess.
I love it. Yes.
Oh, rip Miles. Have we streamed with Miles? No, we've only ever streamed with Stephen and Jake, right?
Yeah, you guys haven't streamed with Miles.
Miles has his own channel.
Oh.
He actually does on Twitch. He streams all the time without us.
Mike Video.
He asked why we didn't use Twitch. But
because he has like 300 followers on Twitch.
Oh boy. I don't know. Like I can't.
He does PC a lot.
Yeah. See, now that's the thing. If we did PC gaming, Twitch.
Yeah.
But with console gaming, it's just a lot more fun, a lot easier to do YouTube.
Hayes says Steven is Joker. What does that mean?
It's because you're a funny guy.
Oh, yeah.
Either that or he's batshit crazy.
Das Vagina. But Vortex says he saw the Doom Eternal gameplay. How was it? He says he's shook, so I guess that's good.
Oh, interesting.
I haven't seen the gameplay, but the trailer alone made me shook. I like the trailer, honestly.
We got absolutely decimated by YouTube comments for our reaction of that, of Doom Eternal. Because like we did E3 live streams and then we posted our reaction videos as separate videos, and we had to take down the Doom Eternal one because people said we weren't excited enough.
Wow.
And
what?
Someone got the ball rolling, disliking it and commenting hate on it, and it just got out of hand.
Like, sorry, cunts, I don't like the game. Like, chill out. Like,
and I mean, Brodie and I were even excited. We just weren't over the moon about it because neither of us had played the newer Doom, and basically all I said was I listened to that soundtrack. Like, that soundtrack is on my Spotify. I listen to it regularly because it's that good. That's basically what I said, and then everyone hated it.
Wow. That's stupid.
No, see, Vlad, it's more than not being able to take the hate, because I can take criticism, but it's when unwarranted hate on a video can affect the public image of our channel. That's when we have to pull it.
It's not the fact that they're like, oh wow, well, I think it's a great game. I don't know why you don't. It's not that. It's the fact that like they're legitimately like commenting and disliking for the sole purpose of just being assholes because you didn't like what they did.
And that's not cool. The reason we pulled it was because that was a time when we had a lot of visibility. Like our Destiny 2 Forsaken trailer reaction video, last checked, had over 20,000 views.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's our most viewed video on YouTube. We had a lot of visibility, and when you have these people who are trolling us, just giving us hate because X or Y, and then you've got people coming to this video, and the first thing they see that represents Chortle Games is a huge dislike bar and a lot of hate comments, that's just something we can't have out there because it affects our image. It's not about not being able to take hate. It's that for the channel, we need to be able to put our best foot forward because we're still small.
And that's the problem with channels, or not channels, people not understanding that. Like, when that happens, that's the first thing that pops into people's heads. They're like, wow, you can't handle criticism. No, there's a difference between, like Steven said, criticism and just hate.
Yep.
So, like,
like earlier today, I was talking to Jeremy. Unpopular opinion, I don't think that the Cranberries zombie I don't think that Dolores is a great singer. I don't like her voice. And my brother made a post on Facebook about it. Like he posted one of their videos of them playing I think it's like 1997 or something like that, live version. They were playing live of Zombie. And I commented on it, and all I said was, "Oof, them vocals," with a little like vomit emoji. It was harmless, like it was serious, but it was also lighthearted enough for me not to like try to, I wasn't trying to get criticism from it or anything, or hate or whatever. And he says, "What are you talking about? She's amazing." And I was like, "I don't think so. I don't think she's that great. I don't like the way she squeaks. Like, she sounds like a 13-year-old pubescent young male. Like, I don't think she sounds that great." And all of a sudden, I have all these people like, "Wow, he wouldn't know." Wow, okay, that's crazy. Jesus. In the middle of me discussing this, Jeremy just gets bumfucked by a bunch of Cabal jumping in with their jetpacks.
Cabal behind me.
But so the next thing I know is everyone's commenting, "Wow, this guy, like, he wouldn't know real music if it hit him in the face." And so I just I was like, first of all, there's no such thing as like real music. I could go outside and beat on a trash can with a stick for 3 hours, and to someone that's music. So it's just a big mess, that kind of stuff. Like it's hard to criticize something these days because everyone's offended by it.
Well, I know I told Stephen the Saturday Night Live story, but I don't know.
Oh boy, what is that?
On a post, I think it was one of the videos of
SNL.
Stephen Baldwin doing Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
I said Stephen. Sorry.
Didn't mean to compare you.
Yeah, I didn't mean to compare you to at all.
It's fine. He does have a brother named Stephen, though. That's the funny thing.
He does.
Does he really?
Yeah, there's like.
He played Barney in the Flintstones live-action movies. And
Holy crap! I didn't know that.
It's sad at how he was kind of born for that role because he does a really good job.
It really was. He played it perfectly.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But
anyway,
which I don't mind his interpretation of it. I think it's funny at times, but Saturday Night Live has become
Bad.
extremely political in most of their skits. Which Saturday Night Live has always been political, but it's always been
in good fun on both sides.
Yeah, they make fun of both sides, which they still do now, but the jokes aren't funny to me anymore. Like it's
no, not nearly.
They don't try as hard for jokes. Like they literally just say, "Well, this is what happened this week," and
yeah, they kind of just show up and expect their medal.
Yeah,
and
it's become a big participation trophy game, really.
Yep.
But I commented on there and was like, I missed the days where Saturday Night Live was actually funny. Like all the jokes about everything like isn't funny to me anymore. Like they stopped trying with their writing.
Absolutely.
Like it's very lazy now.
Oh, their writing back in the day was glorious.
Yeah, and most of the
Chris Farley era. Oh,
Haley Allison.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It was creative writing, and they continually the jokes weren't.
They were always new.
They weren't based in the president did this today, and I think that's funny, and that's essentially like what they're doing now.
Yeah.
And I got bombarded by 10 or 12 people that were like, "Oh, well, you're just a millennial snowflake. You wouldn't know real comedy." And I was like,
millennial snowflake, are you fucking kidding?
Well, I was offended because I was like, I don't really know what
that means.
Yeah, I didn't know what it means, really. Like, does that mean I'm just like a soft person that can't take a joke or anything? Like, of course I can, but it's just not funny to me at all.
Vortex, thank you for making me Robin of the Chortle Titans. That makes me feel very special. Vortex is applying.
Things on Saturday Night Live now that are actually funny. There's still some, but it's like a diamond in the rough. It's so hard to find something really, really funny these days.
And most of the skits that I see
are just purely political.
Yeah. Which I have zero issue with them doing politics.
All right.
That's That's always been a base with Saturday Night Live.
Like
They've always been.
one of my favorite skits now that you showed me was the one where they did, what was it called, Black Jeopardy? With with Kenan Thompson and Chadwick Boseman. That was hilarious. And he was like Black Panther. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Hold on,
See, that's funny to me. Like those skits, because it actually took creativity to come up with. We're gonna make Black Jeopardy, like.
All right.
And the way they make fun of it, it's not racial in any way.
But reusing like Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump and all this crap like over and over and over again with the same people playing it, and in my opinion, they don't really do a good job at playing him in the first place.
No.
I don't think he does.
Well, we're gonna stay away from politics here.
Oh yeah. No, by any means, I'm not trying to talk about it at all.
I know. Just before it becomes that, we're gonna stay away from it.
Agreed. Yeah.
I got some chat to read anyway. Hold on just a sec, guys. Gotta fight for my life. Then I can read the chat. Hayes says the thing I can't stand on YouTube is that the ones who always say learn to take criticism are the one hating you for your opinions. That's true.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's literally the pot calling the kettle black.
And that's literally the same issue that I was having with the people on Saturday Night Live. But we'll end that conversation before.
Gosh dang it!
Yeah. I got you, bud. I'm right next to you.
Thank you. Did another person show up? Oh, good, they did.
Hello.
You got a sniper behind you.
Welcome to the stream. We're playing some Density and just hanging out and having a great time tonight. Aw, Vlad, thank you.
Come home!
But as soon as Steven says come home, he leaves.
He says, but I'm here for you, buddy boy, at least for now.
So Vortex earlier assigned all of the Chortle gang to members of the Teen Titans. He made me Robin and Jake Beast Boy. Jake's probably not going to be happy about that, but I'm happy with that ruling because Robin is the best. Miles Cyborg, you should probably flip those because Miles is way more Beast Boy than he is Cyborg, except for the fact that he's really loud, but I guess both of them are loud, so okay. Brodie Raven.
I would say Beast Boy too.
Yeah. Brodie as Raven makes a lot of sense. And then
Yep.
And then he said, "What would I be?" Well, Vortex, you'd be Killer Moth. First memories of gaming. Ooh, Hayes coming in with the real questions. What are our first memories of gaming? I've got mine already ready to go, so I'm going to go ahead and answer for myself.
Go ahead, bud, yeah.
Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds on the PC.
Oh, wow.
Well, okay, I've got two, just because they kind of happened around the same time. Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds was my introduction to strategy and shaped a lot of my playstyle and preferences today. But my first ever gaming memory is probably Batman Forever on the Sega Genesis with my oldest brother.
Yes, sir.
That was a fun game. Memory. Yep. I remember we were playing through it, and he lost all of his lives, and I was still alive, and it was like a huge moment for me because it was like, oh shoot, I outlived Andrew, I'm the best. And then I died like 2 minutes later because I was a child. I was like 6 years old.
But that game was extremely fulfilling.
Vortex says Stephen was born and instantly got visions of XCOM. And Vortex says Firefly is trash. Whoa.
Oh,
whoa. Blasphemy.
The show or the villain?
I don't know. You better correct yourself.
It's super fun. I haven't played with a yo-yo in years.
I'm gonna clear a path.
Go ahead.
So what's your first gaming memory, Jerry?
Oh man. Honestly, I grew up with 2 older brothers, and my dad was also into video games, so the original Atari was actually one of my oldest memories. I played like Pong and all that other
Fun stuff.
fun stuff,
Invaders.
yeah. Space Invaders. But honestly, the one that really sticks out in my mind was a racing game for PC. I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it, and I've looked it up countless times and I can't find out the name. But the car was like neon. Oh my god, he was way back there. I didn't realize he was down. And it was just like a fantastic racing game. It was like one of the coolest things I remember. But another big one was obviously like Super Mario on NES, and
Wait for it.
Duck Hunt was also like
Man, you took the words right out of my mouth.
one of the games that I have like hours and hours and hours into. Because it was one of the few games that, oh my gosh, Steve.
What?
Yeet.
I got you.
That wasn't
That's
me.
not Steven.
Oh, that was I
Dang
ran
it.
over there because I thought it was you. Oh well, I'm a good teammate. Anyway,
X just turned up their security measures.
Lasers, watch him.
Flush us out of here.
yeah. After we discuss that, we should discuss favorite old school games.
Yeah.
But I'll pass it over to Marcus now. He can tell you what his oldest memory
Yes,
is.
Vortex Firefly is a show. It's a show with Nathan Fillion, the guy that plays Cade in this game. It was a very beloved sci-fi show that was canceled too soon.
The
Way too soon.
one of the best sci-fi shows ever, in my
Absolutely.
opinion.
It was amazing. Nathan Fillion, hands down, one of my favorite actors.
Just an all-star cast, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
like all of them are either still doing stuff or just like fulfilled their roles perfectly.
Yep.
I mean, the casting in that show was just A1.
So, if I have to really think about what my first gaming memory, probably like Jeremy said though. So when I was a kid, I have 2 older cousins, and they grew up with the NES. So when they got tired of it, they didn't play it anymore. They gave it to me, and so I was probably like 4 or 5, maybe 6. I think I was at 5 though. And every day after school, I do my homework, and I don't know why I did this. This is just like my gaming ritual when I was a kid. I threw on my Spider-Man Halloween costume, and then
Sick.
and then I made a little plate of mini corn dogs with ketchup, sat down and just started playing Super Mario Brothers or Duck Hunt. And then one of my favorites to play was Athena, actually, and Double Dragon. Double Dragon was a lot of fun too.
One sec, we got a new person in the chat. Plus Vibes 22, thanks for tuning in. My name is Stephen. We got Jeremy and Marcus from 8-Bit Gamesters.
Hola.
Hello.
What are you most excited about for Destiny Forsaken? Because we're really excited for it here. I'm just excited to finally be able to play a support role in this game. Long overdue.
Like a pure support role, yeah. But I mean, other than that, I think my next gaming memory was probably the PS2 with Call of Duty 3. Oh, that game was so good.
That's a big jump, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh! My first memory of an FPS was Medal of Honor Rising Sun on the PS2. Which was a really weird one, because
Yeah.
I hear everyone hates that one, but like it's super nostalgic
Rising
for me.
Sun. Wait, was that the one where you start out doing the Pearl Harbor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
no,
dang
I
it.
love that game.
There was lasers up there.
That game was awesome. Or at least I liked it. I played it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Plus Vibes,
Yeah.
what class do you main on Destiny? Let's not let that happen again, guys. Or I guess Jeremy. That was bad.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was lasers up where I was standing. I would have survived. I was behind a shield and everything.
Let's see.
So,
What was that next question? It was, what'd you say?
Wait for it.
Favorite old school game?
Favorite, yeah.
Define old
N64 and earlier.
Ooh,
How about that?
damn.
So no Sony, no Microsoft.
Got it.
What about PlayStation 1?
No. N64, no.
Well, that basically rules me out then, because I got into gaming with the PlayStation 1. Like, console gaming, I mean.
Well, let's do PS1 for Stephen.
Okay. Thanks for adding me to the
we'll
rule.
do PS1 overall, yeah. If anybody wants to chime in with it.
So, for me, Legend of Dragoon was huge for the PS1. But the game that I probably spent the most time with was Star Wars Jedi Power Battles.
Holy shit.
That was a gem.
I heard of it and I've seen gameplay for it, but damn, is that a game that nobody knows about?
It was awesome.
Return of the Jedi on Super Nintendo. How about that? It's a side scroller.
I remember that and it sucked.
It was really good. I don't know what you're talking about.
What I meant by sucked was
I mean, compared to any of the games nowadays,
I could never beat it, is what I mean.
And that's why I love classic games, because the difficulty was so much higher in those, and you couldn't change it.
Yeah, I was about to say, it was just like a set thing, like you either sucked at the game or you were godlike at it.
Activated more lasers.
It's hard not to admire the artistry.
That was another thing, though, about old school video games, though, is the fact that they didn't have to have a tutorial in the beginning of the game. You just started the game.
You literally just get dropped in.
You didn't get controls, you didn't get anything. You got, hey, you're Mega Man now.
You couldn't
go
press start and look at controls. There was nothing.
Yeah, hey, plus vibes. If you're on PS4, you can join our clan. Just let me know.
It's literally just, hey, guess what? Oh, you're Mega Man now? Yeah, guess what? Go kill like every robot that Dr. Wily's creating. Like that's how it was. There was no in between.
Jake, go ahead and type my PSN in the chat, just in case anybody wants to add me on here.
The crossword.
The crossword, not the cross sword.
And 2 S's. Yeah, for me it looked like cross sword. So, who was next on that? You, probably?
Yeah, I'll go ahead with my favorites. Well, Marcus already has an idea, but...
Dang!
For N64, I'll say... Oh my god, seriously.
Never heard of that one.
Yeah, I was thinking, Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Interesting.
Just such a good game.
Come on, 10 seconds, guy. Just live. Just live, guy.
Hello? Crazy?
Oh,
hey, we got a hero.
And then on Super Nintendo, Super Metroid and Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Does anyone else feel like we've done this before?
Timeless, yeah. I've beaten both of those games at least 10 times.
Yeah.
Now it's you.
I've never asked that.
Huh. I swear you did.
Jesus.
There's something strange about this forest.
Yay, a bunch of crap.
Crap.
But some coins as well that
Yeah.
can get you some not crap.
I
Maybe.
got a bunch of coins.
If RNGesus is blessing you today.
Probably like 6. 7.
So, let me think. I actually... Ooh. Favorite old school game? Let me think about this. Okay, if I'm talking N64, it's gotta be either Pokemon Stadium or I would say Ocarina of Time, but I really didn't play it that much. But I did like it. So I'm gonna go with Pokemon Stadium or 007 GoldenEye. That's just a classic. Everyone knows that game.
All right,
but-
Vlad, give us another topic then. And there are 3 of us, so that's a lot of conversation for one topic. Vlad's getting bored of our classic games conversation.
Well, sorry that we like classic games, sir.
Vlad, they should change your name to Sad because you're making us all depressed.
Das Vagina.
Das Vagina.
You see my cup holder?
Negative Ghost Rider.
Favorite characters in games. I like that, Vortex.
In games?
In video games, yes. Hayes, we'll get on that one next. Actually, let's do Hayes' question first because it's probably gonna be shorter. Have y'all ever dabbled into card games? Yes.
Like Magic the Gathering and stuff?
I assume Magic the Gathering. I played Magic for a good while. My brother Andrew is really into it, or at least was, and we played it for a while when I lived with him for a bit. There is a card game that I play right now that is like a mixture between a board game and a card game, and it's called Sentinels of the Multiverse. We actually played it on the channel once, and Jeremy played it with me when he came to visit.
I did. It was extremely fun.
Yeah, I wish we could have played another round of it, but we'll save that for some other time. But
And what was the new one that you got?
Legendary.
Legendary, yeah. The Marvel.
Yeah, I don't like it near as much as Sentinels, but it's a fun, bigger group game, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's even the guy described it. It's a deck building game instead of you already having a set deck.
Yeah, and I'd much prefer set deck because then it's like, hey, we're literally like a dungeon party fighting a boss. Let's work with our strengths. Whose sparrow just exploded? I'm in this cave and I just heard a.
I hit the pillar in the middle of the room and
You just did a nosedive.
like dove down the hole with the.
I just heard in the way behind me in the cave just a faint explosion, and it was like, oh well, someone died.
I'm trying to think of obscure, because I mean, I don't know, Steven. You didn't really say your favorite character.
So my favorite character in video games, Nathan Drake is way up there.
Oh yeah.
Love Nathan Drake. For me, story-driven games and even like TV shows, movies, all that kind of stuff. What makes them is the characters. And so for me, it's like I'm trying to think of what other story-driven games I've played that I absolutely loved, and what characters from them I really liked. So, Robin from Fire Emblem Awakening is really cool, but not so much him as a character, like his personality, because he's not supposed to have much personality, but like the fact that he was a swordsman that also could use magic is really cool. Vlad says Uncle Bourbon. Oh, I'm sorry, Bourbon from Metro is best.
Oh, yeah, I remember Uncle Bourbon.
Bourbon.
I didn't play a whole lot of Metro.
I love Metro. We're going to be playing the entire, well, I guess, I say entire, both games this October. I'm going to be streaming them entirely in 1 month, in addition to the other streams that we're going to be doing.
Oof.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oof, indeed.
Hopefully soon we get to start recording our content, so that, like with a capture card, so that we can start actually having a series going up.
I've been reading more about Nocris.
Start editing and all that.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Something extremely rare for the hive.
If I had to choose, well, I'm going to choose a couple of people. Well,
all right, later, Hayes.
Like
Hopefully we'll see you back on.
Obviously, Link.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's like a staple of Nintendo Entertainment.
He's just a redemption story, man.
Yeah.
Or not.
The obvious one is Mario, but I love Mario games, but the story was never there for me.
Of course not. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Rescue. It's the same.
Samus.
Nice.
Samus Aran. And Solid Snake.
Oh yeah. You know,
Classic.
David Hayter, the guy that voices him, was actually at Gamicon.
You know who was the again?
No.
I do. Kiefer Sutherland.
I think it's Kiefer
Are
Sutherland.
you kidding
yeah.
me?
No.
That's fucking
Jack
awesome.
freaking Bauer.
Solid Snake.
That's cool as shit. For me?
There we go.
But that's my top three. Solid Snake, Link, and Samus.
Shit, for me, it has to be Sly Cooper. Hands
Nice.
down. I love Sly Cooper. If I'm gonna go a bit modern here, I'm gonna have to go with Sergeant Johnson from the Halo series.
Nice.
Okay.
And my third favorite. Let's see. Ooh, this one's tricky. My third favorite character. Ooh, God, this is hard actually.
Vlad, do you actually want me to read you an audiobook of the Metro books? Because that would be fun. And it would be incredibly offensive, and God, Vladimir Putin would be on my butt in no time at all for how I misrepresented his people. But no, it'd be fun.
Oh, probably, maybe, I guess if I had to pick a third, I can't really think of too many right now for some reason. But one really standing out right now to me is Raiden from the Metal Gear series.
Nice.
I like Raiden. Unpopular opinion, I really like Metal Gear Rising.
There are a lot of people out there that actually like that game, or so I've heard.
I absolutely love that game.
Had you played Metal Gear before that?
I played...
At all?
No.
Okay. That's why.
Really?
Yes. Had you played a Metal Gear game before that, I feel like you wouldn't have that same opinion.
Is that because of the fake out in Metal Gear 2 or whatever it was? Where you thought that you were going to be playing Snake, but you just ended up playing Raiden?
No, I actually enjoyed Raiden's character.
Okay,
like,
good.
In Metal Gear, as far as that gameplay, but I feel like Rising was just not like a good game to me. I mean, it wasn't a good Metal Gear game. Yes, it was.
If it was
a solid swordplay game. If it was a standalone title, that would have been fine.
Yep.
But the fact that they were like Metal Gear, like this is not a Metal Gear game. You're a sword fighter. So I didn't play a whole lot of 4. I played more 2 and 3. And oh my god, he's dead.
Yep.
I just turned around and he was dead. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Here's a theory. What if they took the game, made it a standalone title with a different name other than Metal Gear, whatever, and just put it and said, oh, this is in the Metal Gear universe, but this isn't.
If it was Raiden Rising or something like that,
like some kind of like something Raiden, something like about Raiden.
That's how I am about Assassin's Creed, with Black Flag and
we had that conversation. Steve.
Yep,
oh,
we did.
Did I change mine from Raiden?
For what?
Ezio Auditore.
Oh.
Ezio Auditore is just a badass.
And if it was a standalone game, absolutely. Which it's the same as Assassin's Creed, as we talked about. If a lot of
what the hell, Vlad?
Standalone,
like Black Flag.
Like Black Flag. Yeah.
Apparently, the only part of the Metro audiobook that Vlad listened to was Artyom's mom getting raped by rats.
Oh wow.
Why?
What are you trying to tell us, Vlad?
Who hurt you, Vlad?
Who hurt this man?
Vortex listed his earlier. I think he did. Daxter, Cole McGrath, Nick Valentine, and Isaac Clarke.
Nick Valentine's a kick-ass character. So is Daxter, though. Daxter's pretty cool.
This may be an unpopular opinion. In fact, it's more of just a sparking conversation kind of answer. But Cooper and BT from Titanfall 2.
Oh my god, yes.
To me, you've got Spartans from Halo, you've got the Cog from Gears of War. Like, the coolest soldier type from video games to me after playing that game was the pilots.
The pilots are so badass.
Yes, and BT was like, he quickly became my favorite pop culture robot.
Dude,
So-
alright, I'm gonna change mine now again. I will say Sly Cooper, and I will say Sergeant Johnson, but absolutely, Ozzy Auditore's cool, but absolutely, BT and
Cooper.
Yeah. And it's voiced by one of my favorite voice actors of all time, Matt Mercer, so...
Okay. Yeah, I thought Matt Mercer voiced him.
Yeah, Matt Mercer voices him, McCree, he's done, he's done some Dead or Alive work.
He did a Diablo character. I don't know if it was the Wizard or the Hunter.
He did the Wizard, I believe. Actually, I think it's either the Wizard or the Witch Doctor.
I don't think it's the Witch Doctor. If it is, I'm gonna be impressed because the Witch Doctor's like a African voodoo guy.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. That's right. I'm thinking of the Demon Hunter then.
Yeah.
I think it's the Wizard though.
I played most wizards, so that would make sense.
But yeah, Matt Mercer, and he also does the D&D show Critical Role, which is
Yeah.
phenomenal, by the way.
I really am gonna miss using Daybreak, man.
I cannot believe I forgot about BT and Cooper though. Man, that entire campaign though was just beautiful.
It was amazing. Like that was worth what you could get Titanfall 2 for right now alone. Like even though the campaign was short, like you can get it for I think max price $20, and I would totally do that just to play the campaign again.
Oh, of course.
It was free a couple of months ago.
Yep. I need to reinstall it.
Fun too.
Yeah, I usually hate PvP, but I got really good at the Titanfall multiplayer. And they added that Horde mode too that was pretty fun.
Yeah. Titanfall takes PvP and makes it super fun.
Yeah, that's accurate.
I need to see if I have it, because if I do, I'm going to download it.
Oh, dude. Absolutely you need to. It's a fantastic
I've played it. I really like it, but I can't remember if
Here's the thing. When they came out with Titanfall, it was a lose. But then they came out with Titanfall 2, big win. Big
And no one knows
The issue
that
was
because they
it was
released
Microsoft.
it. They released it around Battlefield and Call of Duty. They didn't give it a chance.
Yeah. If they had waited, they would have had a huge win.
Oh yeah. It's no one bought it, and that just sucks. Cause
And you know, the really sucky part about them not buying it is the fact, it's not necessarily, well, okay, the fact that Battlefield and Call of Duty had come out helped a lot, but I think another thing is the fact that everyone was just worried. They played the first one, they were like, wow,
Yeah.
I didn't get a whole lot out of this. They were worried the second was going to be the same.
yeah, it was given zero chance to succeed, which is such a shame.
Yeah.
Vortex
It really
says,
is, 'cause
"What
it's-
about classic cartoons?
Oh boy, he's taking it classic. Okay.
Define classic."
Yeah, because classic for me might definitely be different for Jeremy.
Right.
Classic.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. I know this isn't classic, but Static Shock.
Oh,
Fuck.
Yeah.
Freakazoid, man.
Freakazoid, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Freakazoid, chimpanzee.
And I probably wouldn't call either of those classic. Freakazoid maybe more than Static Shock, but that was a large part of my childhood.
This may sound silly, or like maybe overused, but like classic 2002 Naruto, untouched.
That was my introduction to anime.
Mine was actually...
Never watched it.
Oh my god, dude.
Not a single episode.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm showing you Naruto, you're showing me DBZ.
And Gundam Wing.
And Gundam Wing. Right.
Oh my god, yes. Start with Gundam Wing.
DBZ, like 250% DBZ, guys.
I'm the same way with Naruto.
Oh my god.
'Cause that's what I watched as a
It
kid.
was just such a it was extremely long because people were always like, oh, panning shot of someone powering up.
For like 3 minutes, yeah.
But I thoroughly enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
Like every day I would make sure my homework was done and I was ready to sit down in front of the TV and watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
like every single day.
Okay,
the
so
theme song is great, I will say, because I haven't watched anything else. The theme song, iconic.
Vortex defines classic cartoons as shows that aren't around anymore. So
Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah,
DBZ's
Naruto
out.
works. Naruto works.
Yeah.
Naruto actually just ended last year with entirely.
well, Boruto is here now, so
Are we talking
okay.
like anime or animation?
I assume any kind of shows.
I think anything that's on Toonami counts.
Yeah, I would think so. Vlad, I see you. That one's next.
Because Gundam Wing was a phenomenal show, but I can't
Vortex says like Chowder and Arthur. Is Arthur not on the air anymore?
No.
Wow, how long has that
Chowder
been?
and Arthur.
At least a few years now.
Wow.
Magic School Bus.
Oh, fuck yeah. Alright, so did you actually see when I was dating Catherine, did you see she actually went as the Frizz?
Did
Oh yeah, and it was really good actually. I gotta give her props. She was amazing.
They're making another one.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you I
The
bet?
girl from Saturday Night Live, the blonde that does
yeah.
a bunch of voices.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
She's
Kate McKinnon.
Yes, Kate McKinnon.
That
She's
might
gonna be Miss
that
Frizz.
might be the
Really?
perfect casting ever made.
That's
It really is. Like I fangirled for like
That's perfect. Kate
30 or 45 minutes. Like, oh my
She's
god, I
also
cannot
pretty.
wait. Yeah.
So both of you one more classic cartoon and then we'll move on.
Okay. Jeremy, go ahead. Oh, me. Classic cartoon for me. I'm gonna give it to Yu-Gi-Oh! Original Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay.
Yep.
Not bad. Dexter's Lab.
Woo!
That's a show right there.
Dexter's Lab.
That's a show right there.
Johnny Bravo. Powerpuff Girls.
That whole Friday night lineup back in the early 2000s.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see that.
And
Beyond compare.
for me, so I was homeschooled, and we got a break every day of school where we got a lunch break from like 11 to 1, where we could just eat lunch, do whatever, and then we would be back to doing all of our schoolwork. Part of my routine, Monday through Friday at 12 o'clock, Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network for a full hour.
Hell yeah.
Tom and Jerry was one of my big ones. Loved it.
Yeah.
So Vlad,
Oh,
go ahead.
if we're going classic, Tiny Toons.
If we're going back classic, I'm saying Scooby-Doo for me.
Oh, Scooby-Doo.
I was gonna mention Scooby-Doo. Yeah. Oh man.
I love Scooby-Doo.
The Pike's gonna blow it.
Vlad asked favorite movies. I've already got mine ready. So if you guys need to think.
I do have to mention Futurama because that show like is my favorite like of all time. It's no longer on the air, so technically it counts, but it was a recent show.
Yeah.
But favorite movie.
So mine, I've got a few answers for this, but as far as like you know, gun to my head, hey, you have to watch a movie right now. Which movie will you enjoy the most watching right this second? Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Okay.
Okay.
Not bad.
Down a location.
It's just it's got so many good just pop culture influences. It's got good music. It's got good action. It's hilarious.
It's got Chris Evans in it.
It's got Chris Evans pre-Captain America, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
And it's got Brandon Ruth post-Superman.
It does, doesn't it? That's
yeah,
right.
he's the vegan. It's the perfect
oh my God,
movie
yeah,
for
Vegan
me.
Police.
Yeah. Actually, the one of the vegan police was the Punisher.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like when,
Castle?
like the original Punisher. I forget what the actor's name is.
I know who you're talking about. though.
Aaron Eckhart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Aaron. Yeah, he's one of the two vegan police that busts in. Like
That's hilarious.
whenever I think of like going to the movies, that movie was the perfect one because I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And so when I'm watching this movie where they have a base battle and this guy's got telekinesis and super strength because he's vegan, and then suddenly the vegan police shows up in like a beetle bug and shoots him with de-veganizing rays. It's like, what is happening? It was the greatest.
Let me preface this. Finger guns, by the way.
Yes, with the finger guns. Milk and eggs, bitch. I love that quote. like you, if you said vegan police, you would not think of anything as badass as they portrayed the vegan police in Scott Pilgrim.
They really did.
Oh man.
Movie for me. I'm gonna need some thinking. Go ahead, Jeremy.
The movie I've seen probably like 50 times and could continually watch like over and over again. Boondock Saints.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I didn't watch it until I was probably like 19 at the time, and was like, oh well, this like everybody considers this a cult classic. I wonder what it's about, and just watched it, and it blew my mind. And like to this day, I could watch it over and over and over again, like 3 times in a row, and like still not be bored with it.
Yeah.
Every time I watch it, there's either something new I haven't seen, or I just enjoy it and I like smile the entire time.
Yeah, I can't wait to do the
And Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's my fiance's favorite movie, and I will never ever get tired of watching it because it's just such a great claymation movie.
Yeah, they did Vince really well done.
Vlad says, Where the Red Fern Grows and The Way Back are both great movies. I always feel like I'm the only one to ever see them because no one ever knows them.
I need a vacation.
Oh yeah, we've seen those. They're good movies.
For me, oh man, this is still hard. Like,
It's a difficult thing to narrow down hundreds of movies that I've seen that I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my god,
Games
these are
are easier.
phenomenal. Yeah.
See, that's why for me, like when I'm asked the favorite movie question, I take it as what movie would you enjoy the most watching anytime, even though you've already seen it a million times.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
I think for me, it'd have to either be James Cameron's Avatar
Okay.
or the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie
Yes.
with Ivan Ooze.
Wow.
With the
love that
ninjas?
movie.
For like
Oh,
15
yeah.
minutes.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh fuck yeah! With the fucking terrible planet ape screechy monkey things, with the hot chick with the twirly batons that makes him go away for some reason. Like, I fucking love that movie.
How about the original TMNT?
Oh fuck yes!
Both of them.
Oh hell yeah! Oh,
Vortex.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Third answer. The original Transformers animated movie.
Oh, we both got it.
Actually, I think Vortex. Were you referring to the Michael Bay one or the animated one? Because he said Transformers the movie.
The animated movie fucked me up as a kid. I remember seeing Optimus Prime die for the first time, and I was like, no. Can I say that? Okay.
Share with the class.
Yeah, so, what was that next question you were talking about?
That was the next
Oh, we got
question.
a third.
Oh, that was the next one? Okay. I thought there was another one for some reason.
What did Vlad say?
That was the favorite movie one.
Oh, I thought he stated his favorite movie.
Yeah, that was the Red Fern Grows and
Oh,
Way Back.
yeah. I got you. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like honorable mentions. Oh my
Inception. I love Inception.
Yeah.
Anchorman.
Fuck yes. Fucking love him.
There's so like that was the definition of my high school years.
Smelly pirate.
Yeah.
That
That escalated quickly.
For me, Guardians of the Galaxy is up there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights. Honestly, I like if you had to ask me like what my favorite all-time actor is, it's gonna be Will Ferrell. And I will say that like 100% honestly because his time on Saturday Night Live was probably some of the best years that they've ever had. And
Yeah.
I've never seen a movie with him in it that I haven't enjoyed.
Did you see Daddy's Home?
I did.
That was funny.
I didn't watch the second one yet, though.
I haven't had it.
It's supposed to be like really funny.
Yeah.
But Mel Gibson's in it.
Yeah, that's
That's all that was just like, oh my god.
my favorite actor. Damn.
Vortex was referring to the animated Transformers movie, by the way.
Okay,
good.
cool.
We'll move over to favorite actors.
Yeah. Damn, that's hard for me. That one's very hard.
It's a tough question because there's a lot.
Now, favorite actor.
Favorite comedic actor. How about that?
Okay, that narrows it
narrows
down.
it down.
Very much so. Let's see. Favorite comedic actor. For me, Zach Galifianakis.
Really?
Yes.
For me, Bill Hader's up there, even though he doesn't do a lot.
Oh,
fuck,
man.
I forgot about Bill Hader.
Bill
Oh,
Hader is
Bill
the
Hader.
is the
Yeah.
king.
He
fucking
really is.
amazing.
I watched an interview with him. It's actually on YouTube. It's him explaining his favorite roles, and
Let me.
it's just it's classic Bill Hader. Like he
Yep.
talks about like a couple of the roles he did on Saturday Night Live were based on people that he either knew or went to school with.
Yep.
It was just hilarious from start to finish.
Let me change mine. I think Zach Galifianakis is probably one of my second favorite comedic actors. I'm changing mine to. Oh fuck! I already forgot his name. Damn it!
What was he in?
I can't remember now. We said Bill Hader, and I thought of him.
Well, speaking of Bill Hader and Scott Pilgrim, he was the announcer voice in Scott Pilgrim.
Yes, he was.
Yes.
Barrier down. Fail safe. Those shanks are using your circuits as
Vlad says, actors is always a difficult question for me because I don't know any beyond the generic ones like Will Smith. Will Smith is one of the best actors out there. Go watch Pursuit of Happiness or I Am Legend.
Oh, Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh my God.
Please.
Oh man.
Fucking love that movie.
Go watch that movie and don't cry.
Me too.
I dare you.
Yeah. I dare you. Even if you're a weightlifter that's one of the hardest dudes in the world, I guarantee
You can kill 100
you
people
will
and watch
fucking
that
cry.
movie.
Yeah.
we're investigating new arc pulses now.
Man, that movie.
There's that
The scene that did it for me in that movie was when they slept in the bathroom in the
Yep.
subway station.
And he
Yep.
he
And he's
puts his
holding the
foot
door
against the
shut,
door. Yeah.
Every time.
Every single time. Yeah. 10 out of 10.
I fucking remember this actor's name though.
What movie?
I can't think now. I don't know. I had it in my brain and now it's gone.
Homeward
I forgot it
Bound.
all the time.
Vlad says there's only one
we're
movie
not
that
gonna
made me
talk about
cry.
We're not going to talk about that.
Vlad says that's the one movie that made him cry.
I will be the first one to tell you I'm a large man.
yeah, yeah.
Steven and Marcus can both
Yep.
vouch for that. I'm a big dude.
Big boy.
And I am extremely emotional at times. So I cry at a lot of things. As far as like movies and stuff like that, if I find something emotional, I will cry. I don't care.
Right.
And oh my God, Pursuit of Happiness. There's what's another movie I can think of?
Another servitor bites.
Dude, Homeward Bound. Oh my God. When Shadow, yeah, when he falls into the
Yeah.
mud.
Then he arrives and he's limping a little bit.
Yeah. Requires event participation. Are you fucking kidding me?
Were you not shooting it?
I was. I thought I was. Guess not.
Hey, get off my
Hey,
butt.
buddy.
Get off my butt.
I just remember the actor's name, and now I want to kick myself even more because it's such an easy actor to remember. Favorite actor and comedic actor, Robin Williams.
Oh my God. I'm gonna kick you.
Yep.
Dude, Pan or oh my God.
It's Hook.
Hook. Yeah. Hook.
Yep. Get the heavy pike.
Good Morning Vietnam. Are you kidding me right now? Good Morning Vietnam. Good Morning Vietnam. Fucking love that.
What was it? The Man with the One Red Shoe.
I think so.
I think he did that.
I think he did. He does so. Yeah, he's just.
Jack.
Yep. Yeah.
That shit was. Oh.
You know what? One movie he did that was
that was really good that I don't think a lot of people saw was August Rush.
What was that about?
I think this kid was he was an orphan, or well, he thought he was an orphan. Like, so his parents, I think they put him up for adoption at birth because they couldn't take care of him and they wanted him to have a good life.
What movie's that, Vortex?
So, and so he grew up, but he had like this insatiable love for music, and he was just a prodigy, and he was just an amazing. Anything he could find, he could make music out of. And I think he runs away from his orphanage. It was awful. They treated him terrible. And at one point, Robin Williams finds him. Robin Williams is actually a really shitty dude in that movie. Robin Williams exploits prodigies that are orphaned and uses them to make money on the streets for himself. Yeah, he's a very bad dude. But it's so good, and I'll go ahead and say spoilers for it, just because I'm already talking about it. At the end of the movie, his parents he does a concert in like Times Square, and of like his own, he composes a piece and has an orchestra play it.
Oh, that was the kid from
Ender Game.
Ender Game. Yeah.
Yep. And at the end of the movie, his parents see that, and they know it's their son. And they know that they're in the audience just by the fact that, like, just from the music. And at one point, I think he actually says he's going to write a piece that's going to help him find his parents. And he writes this piece, and then they all meet up. It's such a good movie, honestly. I love that movie.
I know exactly what you're talking about, man.
Oh, it's a beautiful movie.
Vortex mentioned the Fantastic Mr. Fox. Was that correct, Vortex?
I never saw that.
I'm not huge into who's the guy that does those? Wes Anderson?
Yeah.
I almost said Wes Craven. Different Wes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, definitely not.
Wes Craven's Fantastic Mr. Fox.
The fox kills everyone.
Everyone killed the fox in the end, or did they?
Favorite songs? Oh, jeez.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit! What?
These
We're doing favorites? Yeah.
They're good though. Like they're really fun to talk about.
Behind Blue Eyes by Limp Bizkit.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes, it's a cover, but it gets me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This one's very tough for me. But I'm gonna have to. Oh, you know what? No, it's not. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this, but it's called Private Fears in Public. I think it's Private Fears in Public Places or Public Spaces, something like that. But
hey, Chris. We got another person from Dodgeball in the chat. Vortex says dick in the box.
Oh no, I don't want to do this now. I'll snip it. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Holy G. Oh.
Guardian down.
Yeah, Private Fears in Public Spaces.
Yeah, I figured that was a goof, Vortex.
Sarah's cute.
God damn it, I have this on second hand. Oh Jesus, he's right in front of me. Fuck you, man! I beat you up, man!
I beat your ass. Teach English.
Oh, favorite comedian.
That's a tough one.
There's a good one.
Because you can go to actors too.
That's true. Such as Robin Williams.
Because a lot of them did stand up.
They did. That's right.
Dave Chappelle though.
Oh. For me, this is more of an honorable mention because I don't know if I really have a favorite comedian.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan. I like Joe Rogan. Never liked his stuff.
Never really liked him.
I tell you one for me and Jeremy that's our favorite is Bert Kreischer.
Oh,
The Machine.
the machine! I am
Nobody
the
knows.
machine.
Fuck that beast, this is Russia.
Chris Wheeler Chris Wheeler just said Joe Rogan for favorite comedian, I think. So.
Oh, did he?
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm with you there, buddy. He's a good one. Oh, another good one for me, Chris Hardwick.
Yeah.
He actually
I think he just won.
he did what was the name of that bit or stand-up show that he did?
He did At Midnight, but it wasn't stand-up.
No, that was the he also did like the After Walking Dead part of the show or
Yeah,
whatever.
Talking Dead.
Talking Dead, yeah. But he did a stand-up bit that was really funny, and I love it. But he's a good one.
Vlad says the amount of people from Steven's Dodgeball showing up really makes me think he only does it to plug the channel at Dodgeball. No.
Yeah, he's mid-throw and he's like, Chortle Games!
Yeah, the balls all say Chortle Games on them.
Says Chortle Games.
That's what Steven said. That was funny.
Just stamps him in the forehead, Chortle Games.
Yep.
You, sir, are not polite. You are hitting me. Oh, man.
Have we done favorite comic book characters? Well, yeah, we kind of did, actually. We talked to how you like Batman, and I like Ghost Rider, but I don't think Steven actually said his favorite.
Star-Lord.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
I
Chris Pratt on the back of his door.
I do.
Chris Pratt's a godlike actor.
A full size. I
He-
I closed the door and was like, whoa! I thought
Yeah.
there was a guy standing there.
I
No,
love Chris Pratt.
yeah, he is my favorite actor. Not just because of his roles, but because he's just a super
He's
cool
a great
dude.
human.
He really is.
Did you see the interview where he was talking about what his goal is with life?
No, I don't think so.
So he was talking about how, because I think someone said something like, talking about how he was such a big actor right now, and he's doing all these movies.
Oh, hey, bud.
And he said, and the only reason he's doing that is because of his kids. He
Yep.
said, if I do all these movies now and I make all this money now, I can just save that money and retire young. So that what he wants to do is to move back to his hometown and coach his kids' little league team.
Yep, I do remember that. What a guy.
That's like the most wholesome thing I've ever heard out of an actor.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Hippies. Oh, I could not do that, buddy. You're stronger than I am.
Vortex asks, favorite weapon in real life, games, or shows? Jeez.
Ooh. Damn.
Shut up, Chris.
Shit.
Chris
was like, Blue Ingram! Shut up.
Favorite weapons, IRL or in-game, or fantasy otherwise. Man,
That's tough. That's really tough, actually.
Mm-hmm.
damn.
I think for me it has to be the chakram.
Destructive disc.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
The chakram.
Vlad says the Springfield 1903 A3.
Ah, my grandfather's first service rifle in 1920s. Or my great-grandfather, sorry.
Chris says the Galahorn from D1. Classic. Vortex says STG. Vlad says the Ark of the Covenant from Indiana Jones.
Well, he wins.
That's good.
We're going to stop the discussion there.
Oh, man. Hey, Hayes.
Honestly, it's a gun that I've always wanted to shoot. The Barrett 50 cal.
Oh. It's
It's so devastating.
I bet it'd be the most satisfying thing to shoot.
And the bullets are like 8 inches long.
They're the size of my foot.
Yeah. I feel like you shooting that and like seeing the hit would just be so satisfying.
Well, you know that bullet just going past someone is enough to kill them.
Yeah. They have a, I can't remember. I used to go to a website that was really bad. not like a porn site, but it showed like bad pictures and stuff that like.
Oh, kind of like that subreddit, like people dying kind of thing.
Similar to that. This was years and years ago. I mean, like when the internet first became like a huge.
This is when that kind of shit was illegal.
Yeah. But it had like pictures of guys that had like jumped off buildings.
Oh,
and
fuck.
The fence had a spike on it, and the guy's head was on the spike, and his body was like on the ground.
Damn.
But it had a picture of a guy that was shot in the neck with a Barrett shell.
What did that look like?
His entire body from his waist up was disintegrated. Like,
holy shit.
It was ridiculous.
At least it'd be like the quickest way to die, though.
Yeah. But just seeing that and like knowing what devastation it
It's an
caused.
anti-tank round.
Yeah.
So I could only imagine what it would do to a human being.
But I feel like that would be one of the coolest weapons to. I mean, if I had to use it, it would be cool. But obviously, if there was like Halo weapons in real life, those would be awesome too.
That would be the best.
If you could use a Spartan laser or something, that would be amazing. But
that'd be great. Just
as far as like real world weapons, I would have to say the
if we're talking about video game weapons, I'd have to say the energy sword, because that would just be badass to have on your hip. Like, what's that? Just like open that up.
Any weapon from Gundam Wing. I mean,
yeah.
The laser scythe, the Death Scythe Hell carries.
Yep.
Like, oh boy.
I think my favorite, like, I guess it would be a realistic weapon, would have to be like a Sly Cooper's cane.
Yeah.
I love it, because there's
crap.
so many different kinds too. So there's like I think the Chinese monk has like the double hooks. That was really cool. There's a guy that cosplayed that at TampaCon, and I was like one of the only ones that recognized him, and I thought it was the coolest shit ever. Huh.
Another great movie, Ninja Assassin.
Oh, fuck, I love
the
that
knife
movie.
chain! Yes!
Yes!
Yes.
The Kasarigama.
When he starts walking down the hallway and just like rips the entire thing up, and he's just like, "I'm coming for you, bitch."
Yeah. Ninja Assassin was a
Like,
kick-ass movie.
Phenomenal.
That was my first rated R theatrical experience.
Really.
Yeah.
That was just, it's just a movie about kicking ass, man. Oh, I'll tell you another
When
one that
he's
was...
sitting in the car and starts doing like the
Yep.
hand
Yep.
motions and heals himself, I was just like, "This is the coolest shit I've ever seen."
Ninja Assassin was so fucking cool. I'll tell you another one that was really good. Hardcore Henry.
Yes!
I never watched it. That was the first.
It's on
person one,
Netflix.
right? Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so
put it on
good.
Netflix.
I'm watching it.
It's so fucking good.
It's just
I
it's
went
just
and saw it in
stupid
theaters.
fun.
It is. It's nothing but first person just kicking ass.
Yeah.
But the ending scene is my favorite, and I'm not going to spoil it for you since it is on
I was just gonna
Netflix.
say, please don't, because
I
watch
won't.
that.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, it's so good. Oh. And it's not hard to follow either.
Okay.
Go
All
ahead.
right. I want to ask you guys something.
Go ahead.
So, my fiance and I last night we watched Tusk.
I've never seen it.
Have you guys seen it?
No.
It's on Netflix. Watch it and then discuss.
What's it about?
It was written and directed by Kevin Smith.
I know that because I remember you. I remember.
It is a horror movie
Uh-huh.
that he wrote from a podcast that he and a friend did.
Okay.
I can't really explain it to you without knowing the story,
You're all cozy in your data core. Any advice on an energy
but
shield?
it's one of the weirdest movies I've ever watched, but I enjoyed it from start to finish.
Well, I could have.
It was extremely entertaining.
Is it
and
gory?
Not overly, but there are parts where you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Hey, Sentinel Shield babies. Yeah, that's the thing about me with movies is gore. I hate that like some of the newer horror movies that are rated R rely solely on gore more than anything else.
yeah.
Like that's not what makes a horror movie good.
I would
Vortex.
say yes and
Vortex. The only one that I know of
True.
is I think 115. The one from either Kino or the Giant. I don't remember.
Kino had 115.
Okay, yeah, it was from Kino.
That was kick ass.
He's asking which zombies songs.
So Do you know that? So on Kino der Toten, well, there's a lot of zombies map that you can do this, but on Kino der Toten, you can find the 3 meteors and play a song. I remember finding that out when I was with my friends, like one time when we were kids playing that, and it was the most badass thing ever. Like we were just listening to that and killing zombies, and it was so cool.
I love punching shit.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's so satisfying in this game because they disappear.
They make it fun in this game for sure. But Tusk, that's interesting. Okay, I'll have to like.
And again, I can't really like elaborate much on it because if I explain like what happens in the movie, it ruins it. Going in, you just have to be like oblivious because before I had watched it, I already knew about it. Like I knew what the premise was,
Right.
and it kind of ruined it for me. And as soon as I told Krista, like, I think we paused the movie like 15 minutes in, and she was like, "What is going on?"
Oh, 15 minutes in.
Yeah.
Damn.
I paused it. Yeah. She paused it because she had to grab something to drink or something. And
is it easy to follow?
she was like, "So it's extremely easy to follow.
Okay.
It's very, very well directed, and Kevin Smith's a great director either way. But,
Kevin Smith's a phenomenal director.
That's another good topic. Movies that are better to watch going in blind.
Oh wow,
good. That is good.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is one of them, I think.
Oh yeah. Of course, hands down.
Another one,
Ninja
John
Assassin.
Wick.
John. Yes, sir.
Dude, holy shit! That actually happened to me though. I remember my buddies were like, "Oh man, dude, John Wick," and I was like, "What's that?" And they're like, "It's a Keanu Reeves movie," and I was like, "I've never seen it," and we just watched it. My mind fucking blown.
Yeah, if you go into that movie and not even knowing that it was an action movie, it's an amazing experience.
It really is.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I just got killed by a meteor.
I saw it. Building landed on you.
Did you?
I actually went into James Cameron's Avatar blind, and that's why I love it so much today.
Yeah.
I
told you the story.
Yeah, but I love that movie, man. It's like, I don't know what it is about it. I've had so much crap from it, too, for some reason.
It's a good movie.
I love that movie.
A lot of people are like,
It's space love, you know, and I'm like, yeah, and?
I still enjoyed it. Like,
I fucking love that movie.
If you ever go to Disney, oh boy. The Avatar world is just phenomenal. As soon as you step onto the ground, you're just like, I feel like I'm at Pandora.
That's cool.
That's like
because there's cracks in the ground.
I bet it's better at night.
It's far better at night. Well, I will say this: go there during the day to see what it looks like, then leave and come back at night because it is a complete different experience at night.
Good point.
Everything is covered in like glow in the dark neon lights or neon paint. So at night everything glows. Like the flowers are gorgeous. There's actual like the cracks in the ground become like fluorescent. You can see like
glowing substances underneath the earth.
There's a huge seed when you enter the park that you can put your hand on and it starts like breathing.
Oh fuck, that's cool.
It's really
Yeah.
One thing I gotta give over anything else as far as props go, Disney does fantastic with their interactive parts.
Absolutely.
So Chris said Zombieland.
Oh yeah.
And Hayes said, "I know it's hard as hell to not know about it, but Star Wars: A New Hope."
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you another one that I actually saw this on Facebook. Parents are taking their kids who know nothing about Star Wars and showing them Episode 5. Or they'll show them Episode 4, but then show them Episode 5 where he's like, "Luke, I am your father," and their kids are about to go fucking nuts. They're like, "Are you kidding me? Like, that's really his father?" And they're like, "Yeah." And they're like, "What? That's crazy!" And like, it's the coolest thing ever.
It's hard. It's hard to think about the fact that there was once a time in all of our lives where we didn't know that Vader was Luke's father. Like,
if you go into that movie like putting that out of your mind and rewatching them, it's a crazy experience because you're just like the fight or him going into the cave when he's on the
Dagobah.
With
Dagobah.
On Dagobah.
Because nobody knew what that meant.
And him like cutting off his head and then seeing like his face in the helmet, I was like, what the?
Well, especially when that movie came out, everyone was like, "Whoa, that's fucking weird."
Yeah.
But then they see like what it like. He's like, I am your father. I'm like, oh fuck, that's why. You want to know? I'm sure you guys know this, but I'm gonna go ahead and state it anyway for the stream. When they made that movie, the only people I should say that knew about Darth Vader being Luke's father were the actor that played Darth Vader and George Lucas.
Yep.
And the writers. Those were the only people that knew about Darth Vader. So you know it's funny, and not even Mark Hamill knew. So when they did that scene, it was so funny because when they did that scene, Harrison Ford went up to Mark Hamill and said, "Why the fuck didn't you tell us that, kid?" And Mark Hamill goes, "I didn't know that was gonna fucking happen."
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense because you get a real reaction from Mark Hamill with that.
Yeah.
Vlad asks, what do the 8-bit boys think about the prequels?
Prequels. So Jeremy's away right now. He's using the potty. I will go ahead and say my unpopular opinion. I like them a lot.
Well, you're in good company because I like the prequels a lot, and so does Vlad. I think they're underrated. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think they get too much hate for midichlorians and Jar Jar.
Oh, especially Jar Jar more than anything else. I can understand the midichlorians a little bit because it kind of takes away from the Force being this mystic, magical thing and making it more of just like a medical thing. And I understand it, but at the same time, I don't mind it. Like it explains it a little more and adds a little more depth.
And if you look at the prequels in the sense of the Jedi Order being flawed and wrong, then that makes the midichlorians a kind of an interesting plot point, because then it's like, what if we have been told that midichlorians are a thing and they're actually not, and that was just the Order applying science to mysticism?
Yep, exactly. And another thing about the prequels, excuse me, that I know some people probably, or like most people probably understand it, but something that I kind of came of conniption, or not a conniption, I kind of realized myself when I was watching it. I watched episode 3, and I was watching like the whole series, when he says, and I think it was episode 3, Obi-Wan says, "You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them." And you know, they were talking about how he's the chosen one, he'll destroy the Sith. And then
Balance to the Force,
bring balance to the Force, right. He kind of does.
He does.
In a way. So, like, he says you're supposed to destroy this or defeat the Sith or whatever. And he does, and he joins them or whatever. But in episode 6, he does. He kills the Emperor.
Well, one could argue that he even does bring balance to the Force by killing the Jedi Order, because balance is a two-way street even on both sides.
Exactly.
And I don't know. Oh god, I just got launched in the air. Hold on, I got some chat here. Hayes says he loves Jar Jar. Vlad says Tangled. Low key, I liked Tangled, as in the Disney Princess movie, because I love that movie.
Yeah.
I adore that movie. My fiance loves that movie. That's our favorite movie to watch together. So good.
I'm gonna die. Nope, not today, boys.
It's a non-resilience, boys.
Tangled was good. I enjoyed it.
I like the new Disney princesses, like all of them. I don't think I've watched a new one that I haven't enjoyed.
Frozen. You like that one?
I liked Frozen.
I did too.
I
hated Frozen. I hated it.
For those of you that don't know, I actually have a background in 3D art.
Oh god.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
I worked at Apple. I did 3D maps for them.
This is the first I'm hearing of that.
Are you serious?
That's serious.
Wow.
He has a bachelor's degree.
Yeah, I have a bachelor's degree in game art, so I can actually I do 3D game levels and stuff like that.
Wow, that's awesome. I had literally no idea.
Oh wow, yeah, I thought I had told you when we first started talking, but
I don't think so. Maybe you did, and I just wasn't listening. That's possible.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Ooh, look at your stuff. Some coins.
I did, but I actually have friends that work. I have 2 friends that work at Disney now, and I know a guy that works at Studio Santa Monica. He's worked on God of War, Knack, and a couple of other titles.
Wow.
And I have another friend that is a 3D artist at Naughty Dog that has worked on Uncharted and is working on Last of Us right now.
That's really cool.
But
I think you told me about that friend.
Yeah, I think you've played with Aaron once. But Yeah, so I have the background in 3D art, so I can objectively see, like, as weird as it sounds, I can see things in 3D mesh. Like I can look at an object and see how I would make it in 3D.
Right.
So when I watch movies like Frozen or Moana or anything like that, really, artistry that's put into it,
Mm-hmm.
or the animation style or mistakes, which I can't stand because I judge movies sometimes by the caliber of their art. But any Disney movie like that, I can watch and appreciate the artistry or talent that people have put into it. And anything that Disney has put out, I've not seen a lot of flaws in, and
Right.
thoroughly enjoy. I mean, I'm going to be 29 in December, and I still watch kids movies, and I have no problem saying that because I love it.
Yep.
I mean, I do have two nieces that I've watched them with, but that's neither here nor there.
Now, Vlad, I hated the music in Frozen, but I also went to a college where all of the guys and all of the girls were obsessed with Frozen for an entire semester, and they, like, you'd be walking to class and you'd hear 3 different people singing "Do You Want to Build a Snowman" in 3 different places, and it was just hell. It was hell, Vlad.
Yeah, I will say that some of the songs are a bit ridiculous, but it's at that point I think, well, it's Disney, so they have to create their musical aspect.
Want to talk about throwback real quick? Let me show you something, buddy. You remember this?
Farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now. What is that? Gullah Gullah Island? Yeah.
Gullah Gullah Island?
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, Andrew
He
watched
found a
that a
video
lot.
on Facebook.
Mr. Monkey Doodle says, some say hell froze over. Mr. Monkey Doodle, I don't think I've seen you here, and that is an excellent first impression to make on me. Points. Good job.
Absolutely.
And me.
And all of us.
Because we thoroughly enjoy puns here at
Yeah,
Big
we
Gamesters.
Das
and,
Vagina.
Stevens. Das Vagina.
bitches.
Eververse is at your service.
Oh man.
Dang.
I can't believe you didn't know that about me, Steven. That's funny.
Yeah, you may have told me, and I probably forgot. That's very likely. I'm a forgetful person.
No, you're good.
I got Heaven's Vigil.
Licking someone's face. What?
I got a weapon ornament for. Oh, that's cool.
What's it for?
Vigilance Wing, a pulse rifle that I'm never going to use. That's really big in PvP. Here, let me equip it so you guys can inspect me.
Yeah, I was about to say, I have that rifle. It's pretty good.
Ornament I got's really sweet looking.
Licking someone's face is a quick and 100% foolproof way of ending.
What is our guilty pleasure movie? Hayes wants to know.
Guilty pleasure movie?
Guilty pleasure movie. Wow.
All right.
I'm guessing you mean like something that we probably.
Everyone probably hates, but you love it.
Everybody probably hates what you mean.
All right.
Kinda
Inspect.
like that kind of thing.
Inspect me real quick.
Like you feel bad for liking the movie because everyone talks shit about it all the time, but you just love that movie. Like how people are with Frozen. Like most people don't like Frozen just because it's one of those like basic white girls like Frozen kind of thing, but it's not a bad movie.
Cool.
What? Oh fuck.
Guilty
Damn.
pleasure movie.
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
Um.
Actually, if I can change one of my favorite movies, it probably has to be Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
So not so much a guilty pleasure movie, but maybe an unpopular opinion movie. Chronicle.
Minion movie. Chronicle. Oh yeah, okay. I could see Chronicle for sure.
I love that movie.
It's a good movie. I don't understand why people hate it on
I
it.
enjoy it.
I adore that movie. Chris,
Guilty pleasure.
really? Twilight?
Alright. Well, Chris, you're fired. I'm just kidding.
Monkey Doodle says, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, man, that's not a guilty pleasure movie. That's just a great movie.
Guilty pleasure movie. Oh,
Click. That's what you're thinking,
This is another
Vlad.
one of those. To me, it's a great movie. I don't remember the name of it. It was a Looney Tunes movie, but it was live action and they were spies.
Oh, Back in Action.
Yes! Love
With-
Back in. I'm sorry.
With Brendan Fraser.
Yes! I love that movie.
I remember seeing it. I never watched it.
Oh my god, you've never watched Back in Action? Holy crap.
Never watched it.
It's such a good movie. Who was it? I think it was Daffy Duck or Bugs Bunny went up to the blackjack table and they were looking for this specific card, and he's just sitting there going, hit me. And then he throws out another card, he breaks 21, and he goes, hit me. And the guy's like, what? He's like, hit me. And he throws out another one, and he keeps going, hit me. And he keeps throwing down cards until he sees the one he needs, and he just grabs it and runs away. It was hilarious. It was such a good movie.
Jeez, guilty pleasure movies.
Remember who the good guys are.
I'm honestly just like staring at my movie collection and looking for movies that people are like, oh, I hated that.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I think Predator would be one.
I liked AVP.
Predator 2. Let me rephrase that.
Predator. I liked all the Predator movies. AVP was really good, even
Yeah.
though people were like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah, AVP was one of those, yeah.
The
I liked it.
Wolverine,
Which one?
the movie titled Wolverine.
Oh, yeah, where he's in Japan? I love
Yeah,
that
a
movie.
lot of people hated on it
I
because
fucking love that movie. I have that movie, actually.
I have it on the Blu-ray collector's edition.
Moana,
Blu-ray, but I
says
have that
Hayes.
movie. It's-
What was it? Mulan?
Moana.
Moana. Oh, that's not a guilty pleasure. That's a great movie.
I don't know if I should be ashamed of how much I love the Lego movie.
Dude,
Oh, no,
don't
sir.
be ashamed of
Yeah,
that. That movie's
I
fantastic.
adore that movie.
The movie's
It's so good.
phenomenal.
I mean, it has Chris Pratt, so
Yeah, honestly.
Yep.
It has
Apparently,
Morgan Freeman.
in the next one, I've got some fun facts about Lego movie, but apparently in the next Lego movie, Chris Pratt is voicing Emmett and a character named Rex Dangervest, who is a
Oh, boy.
space outlaw velociraptor trainer who wears a vest.
oh my god. So it's essentially a play on like
It's all of his
a little
roles.
bit of,
Jurassic World.
Star
Yeah.
Wars / Jurassic World.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Gosh, Lego Movie 1 had so many voice actors in it. Like Will Forte was Abraham Lincoln, even though he had like one line. Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum were Superman and Green Lantern because the directors were Chris Miller and Phil Lord, and they did 21 Jump Street, so their relationship in Lego Movie was the same as their relationship in 21 Jump Street. Oh, man. Love that movie.
Well, another one I see on my shelf, Gamer.
Oh, Gamer was good, though.
A lot of people didn't like it, and I don't understand why.
I don't
because
either, because it was really good.
It was a great movie to me.
All right, last question before I end stream. Vlad asks, what's a game people hate on, but you like?
Oh, man.
I feel like my list for that
Metal Gear Solid.
could be
Metal
really
Rising.
big. The Division.
Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah.
The Division.
Hey, well, you know, that's the first game that me and Steven really like hardcore played together.
Yep.
And I mean, we put hours and hours into that
You
game.
just never quit, do you? Took out golf.
It was good.
We did. Oh man, good times.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, I feel like there was another one. This game.
Yeah. Which I played Destiny 1 for a little while and did not like it.
Yeah.
But this game has, I mean, I got it like 3 weeks ago and I'm light level 355 now.
For a reason.
For a reason.
Yeah.
Like I've put quite a bit of time into it.
It's a good game.
It's fun.
It really is.
Hayes says Steven gives me a bad rap for it, but I liked Jack and Jill.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the Adam Sandler movie?
Yeah.
Dude, my sister loves that movie. I'll tell you one Adam Sandler movie that's a guilty pleasure of mine is 50 First Dates.
Oh, that's not a good
Okay.
Oh, it's not. It's good. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good.
I like how Jeremy is our judge of what is not a guilty pleasure. The buck stops with you, Jeremy. Elder Scrolls Online says Mr. Monkey Doodle. I didn't like it, but I can understand why people could like it. For me, probably the biggest game that I enjoy that people seem to hate. You guys may have never heard of it. In fact, you probably didn't. The Bureau XCOM Declassified.
Yep. I remember that one.
So that game, people thought that when it was announced, it was turning XCOM as a whole into a third-person shooter. But what it was doing was coexisting with the still true to XCOM turn-based tactical, but it was just doing its own thing. And it was a good game. It played really well. The combat was really fun. The story was pretty okay. It was just a good game, and everybody hated it. But I loved it.
I'll tell you one right now that I'm really into that got a somewhat okay rating. It's got a 4 out of 10 on IGN and a 46 on Metacritic. And I'm actually playing it right now at home, is Homefront Revolution.
Okay, I played that for a while. I enjoyed it a bit, but I couldn't get as far into it because the mechanics just didn't.
See, that's what I like about it, though. I love the way that guns work in that game.
Yeah.
I absolutely. I'll tell you what, though. When I first tried to play it, I hated it. I tried to shoot a gun, and I was like, this sucks. And then I picked it back up, and I was like, this is actually pretty good.
Yep. Vlad says, I didn't really play ESO as it's meant to be played. I was in a guild called the Soviet Army trying to turn Tamriel into a communist utopia. Fantastic. Das Vajanya, Vlad.
Das Vajanya.
Chris says Warframe. Chris, I don't know if you've played Warframe in any recent amount of time, but that is one of the most beloved darlings of video games right now. Everyone loves that game.
Oh, yeah. People are bananas over Warframe right now.
Yeah. Back when I played it, it wasn't as well loved because it was still really early on, but now, like, people are obsessed. My brother is obsessed. Yeah. He's probably playing Warframe right now. Hold on, video's going to drop real quick. He's playing Paladins. Okay, that was my second guess. If he wasn't on Paladins, he would be on Warframe. Oh. All right, well, this has been a long stream. We went for a while, but
2 hours?
2.5 hours, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. So, what do you guys got going on this week?
Another stream tomorrow.
We'll be streaming again tomorrow, probably some Nazi zombies.
Nice.
Yep.
Which is hilarious because in Tusk, the name of his podcast is the Nazi Party. Notsee.
That's good.
That's funny.
That's good.
And his sign-off is, join the Nazi Party.
That's so good.
So, a little fun fact. But, yeah, we'll be streaming tomorrow and possibly later this week, but I'm not really 100% sure about that.
Look out for at least 3, I think.
Yeah.
I think we might hit 3.
So, you guys are 8-Bit Gamesters, for everybody in the chat that hasn't been here the whole time.
Yes, sir.
That's Jeremy and Marcus. 8-Bit Gamesters. Vlad, can you put their channel title in the chat for me, please and thank you.
Thank you, Vlad. We love you.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and comment on there as well.
Yeah, do that. So you guys stream all kinds of games, and you guys join us.
It's pretty much a hodgepodge right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Destiny going up because I've been playing a lot with Stephen.
And then Nazi Zombies recently.
And Nazi Zombies a lot as well.
Yeah.
But it kind of comes down to what we're in the mood for at the moment. So, of course, obviously for Team Up Tuesday, we're going to do Destiny with Stephen, of course, or whatever Stephen has planned for Chortle. But on, like, tomorrow, we've already planned for Nazi Zombies. But if it was just like, oh, I'm at Jeremy's house, what do you want to stream? Like, we did that with Crash Bandicoot. Like, that was just like, what do you want to stream? Oh, have you ever played Crash Bandicoot? No, that's what we're going to play.
Damn, Vlad, that hurt.
What do you say?
It's like, they have 19 subscribers. Good luck finding them.
Oh,
but then he said it'll be like a scavenger hunt, so that's fun. That's fun. But, and my name is Steven from Turtle Games, but most of you probably know that. And we have a 6-day content schedule. On Mondays and Wednesdays, we have Let's Play videos that go up at 12 p.m. Central. Monday, we had Yeah, today's Tuesday. Wow. Okay. Monday we had Overcooked, and it was with me, Jake, Miles, and Brodie, which is always special. So that was really funny. Then I'm not sure what we got this Wednesday, but on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays we do live streams in the evening with Team Up Tuesdays being on Tuesday. That's when we play a co-op game. Usually me and Jake. Sometimes we get friends to join us, like Jeremy and Marcus from 8-Bit Gamesters. Thanks for filling in, by the way, guys, because otherwise it would have been just me all by my lonesome.
Anytime.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And then Thursday is when we do a solo live stream series. That's with me. We did XCOM, but this Thursday we're going to try something new with Phantom Doctrine, which is like XCOM if it was Cold War era spies. And the 40 minutes that I've played was really interesting, really cool. It's going to be a lot of trying to figure this game out together, but hey, I can put you guys in this game as spies. That's all that matters, so come check it out. Why do you think I summoned my brother, Vlad? What did he show up? And then on Fridays we have a podcast at 12 p.m. Central with 2 live streams in the evening, usually starting around 7 or so. And then we do more live streams, 2 of them on Saturday in the evening, usually starting around the same time. This Saturday we're actually doing a split stream with Friendly Fire Games, my brother Andrew, his channel. We're going to be playing Dead by Daylight, which is one of the free PS Plus games right now. Chris, I see you. Yeah, we're not on PC just yet, but we're working towards that angle. What time will I be streaming? Which one, Hayes? If you're talking about Phantom Doctrine, that's going to be probably about 7 o'clock, because we got to record podcast at 5, and yeah, it'll be at 7 o'clock on Thursday for Phantom Doctrine. But yeah, if you have not, feel free to like, share, and subscribe over here at Chortle Games. Staying subbed and subscribing to us is the easiest way to stay notified of what we're doing and when we're doing it. And also give some love over to 8-Bit Gamesters for when we aren't streaming, which we don't stream on Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. You can check them out. Or when we are streaming, if you like them better than us. But if you do, you're dead to me. Just kidding.
Thanks, Stephen.
Yeah, I know.
Tell me how you really feel, bud.
Maybe next time. So yeah, to answer your question, Hayes, usually the Tuesday and Thursday streams go on at 7. We aim for 7 usually, but on the weekends it's a little more random because, you know, weekends are hectic. But yeah, just subscribe to us, hit that notification bell so your phone will tell you when we're live. That's the easiest way to do it. But yeah, that's going to do it for us tonight. I'm still entertained by watching my guy do the handstand spin.
You guys are cutting rugs right now, man.
We are.
And I love how we match now. It's so good.
It's so good. Team colors. We've got the like the dark gray and the gold. That's the way to do it. So boss.
That's
but
the
yeah,
Chortle Games colors. If you didn't know, I'm just kidding.
blue and orange are the Chortle Games colors, but they don't look good on Destiny. So the Stephen Chortle Games colors are gray and gold. That's how you do it. Anything you guys want to add before we close this thing out?
No, you pretty much covered everything, man.
Yes.
Fantastic.
I mean, like you said earlier, we kind of just randomly stream stuff.
Did you see what Vlad said?
Oh wow.
Screw 8-Bit Gamesters, Friendly Fire Games, and Chortle Games. I'm better. Sub to me with my no content.
Dang. Go home.
No.
But just go home.
Friendly Fire Games isn't even here, and they still took the heat.
I'm better. Sub to me with my no content. Oh, Vlad, we love you.
Yeah.
Chris, 8-Bit Gamesters just posted above. You should see them in the chat. That's them. Go to their channel and give them a sub. Check them out sometime.
Oh my god.
Damn sure that said a kissy face.
Right.
He did. Alright, so that's going to do it for us tonight. Got a Let's Play video tomorrow at 12, and you guys said you're streaming tomorrow, right?
Yes, we'll be streaming Nazi Zombies. Probably around the same time, about 7-ish.
We might be able to get around a little more, though, just because we're both off tomorrow.
Yeah, possibly 5-ish.
Yeah.
Well,
Sweet.
just hit that notification icon if you guys want to.
Don't forget to sound off in the comments and smash that like button, though, too. Those are both really important
Oh, yeah,
steps.
smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
Please subscribe.
Yo, guys, if you smash that like button, leave a comment, and hit the subscribe and the notification bell, you will be entered to win the contest. And what is this contest? It's to win nothing, of course, because I'm never loyal to what I say.
All right, Chris gave you guys a sub.
Yay! Love you, Chris.
Hey,
Right.
thank you.
But yeah, that's gonna for real this time. That's gonna end it for us. See you guys on Thursday here at Chortle Games, and tomorrow over at 8-Bit Gamesters. Bye.